Hello, children. Welcome back.
Hello, Daddy.
Sup, fuckers?
We have a link tree. You can find all of our links there. That includes our Twitch, Patreon, YouTube. I think why is it not working? There we go.
Huh?
Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, everything else, as well as a link to our link tree. We raise money for Color of Change. It's a really great charity, so support it if you can. Also, if you're a new follower, a new subscriber, whatever, because we got a fuck ton of subscribers on Sunday. I say a fuck ton, but we got like 3 hype trains and a bunch of subs. And so if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you're a new follower, thank you so much. The channel made like $40 in the span of an hour, so thank you.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. You know my announcements. Welcome. This game is, going. Ravenloft tomorrow. Codex Legendarium Sunday.
Woo.
You know it. You know what's up.
You love it.
You love it. Kate, you have anything to talk about?
Hey, hello, all you new folks. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, I run some Etsy shops. So if you want to support me with some fun crafts that you can use in your own D&D campaigns or games, I make dice bags. I also make my own dice. And you can get mystery packs on one of my 2 shops, which I'm currently pulling up now so I can post the link in the chat. So bear with me. But the shop names are Kate Craft Studio US, where you can get crochet goodies, including plushies and custom dice bags, or Bad Dice Co., where you can get hand cast resin dice and D&D themed stickers. All very fun things.
It is.
I'm gonna just post the links in the chat so you can see them later. But back to you, Justin.
Okay. Last we left off, we did a speed run investigation of the house you've all acquired, just to make things a little smoother. You all just had conversations, and then did some shopping. Dax brought a prosthetic hand. Other stuff happened.
Back in business, bitches.
Conversations. Tied Dax up. The guy watched the party sleep, but only Ven saw the figure standing in the corner.
I didn't even really see him. It took our talking unseen servant to identify him.
Named Kenneth, who oversees the house.
Yep.
Kenny G, baby.
Nope. And, things happened, conversations. People went buying stuff. Ven bought diamonds. And the party acquired their masquerade outfits, ball outfits from Kent's. And everybody got some kind of fun-looking outfits. Druck is basically cosplaying as a moon. And, it's fun stuff. Everyone's having a good time. Eventually, everyone went to the feast. And before the festivities began, you were escorted there by an elderly dwarf named talked constantly and droned on about stories that no one listens to, and old people stuff. Frequents brothels. He's a fun little guy. The party arrived at the feast eventually, though, and saw a variety of activities happening, as well as various foods being kind of walked around in the forms of hors d'oeuvres and petit fours. Petit fours are basically just small little cakes and pastries. And then, before the festivities began, the king invited the party up on stage and offered each of them something, should they be so inclined and interested.
Mm-hmm.
Offered Ven a shotgun. No.
I know I'm a healer, but
offered everyone in the party a variety of things. Offered Ven free enrollment at the Weavewright University and a Wand of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Kenna the option to open up a Peshan's Potions here in Anvilveric and make some money while the party's traveling and adventuring. Dax wasn't given a gift directly, but was offered that their parents, again, no one knows that Dax's mom, aside from Ven, is gone. But Dax's parents were offered basically lifelong accommodations here in Anvil Varric, and 25,000 gold to sort out affairs. Quoin was offered knighthood should Quoin return to the core and speak to Fenthrin Silverhand, and be inducted into the Platinum Order, which is the high echelon of knights that serve the Geraldan Empire. And Druck was gifted a crossbow that the High Knights use. These crossbows that don't require ammunition and shoot lightning bolts. And are just fun stuff.
Red lightning bolts.
Yeah. Basically a crossbow bolt, but, made of lightning. And then as this was as all these gifts were given, the wild-eyed dwarven mage the party met a few sessions ago named Dumas leapt off the stage out of nowhere and began conjuring massive long tables adorned in black cloth and food and just everything, any food you can imagine. And people begin sitting and eating while others still roam the floor of this grand room, essentially. Activities to be had, food to be eaten, drinks to be had. Basically, the night is yours, and whatever you'd all like to do for the next 2 to 3 hours are, not in real time, but 2 to 3 hours of game time are yours. The night is yours, essentially. There's activities, there's food. If anyone goes looking for food, I have a table of what the hors d'oeuvres are, I have a table of what the petit fours are, I have a table of all the drinks at the party, so night is yours. That's what we're picking up.
Consume merriment.
Does anyone think it's interesting that we're following one of Sheodan's tenants tonight?
It's a feast, so
Metaphorically.
We literally have to survive. That one's not exactly.
And the consume tenant was consume of your own. So consume.
Well, yeah, Druck was knowingly saying that out loud, in case there might be any. Well, yeah, yes, and in case there might be, people that might see what Druck is saying and doing and being like, "Hey."
You don't see
So
any. You don't
Druck's,
see any.
Druck's multitasking.
Okay.
That's all.
The tenant was more in line with cannibalism, and you do not see any cannibalism going on.
No, obviously, he's
that we know of.
Druck's doing dog whistles.
I know.
I mean, yeah, Tucker Carlson. Douchebag. Anyway,
If we get invited to the White Glove Society in the back, on the other hand, though,
That's bathing in children's blood and drinking. Anyways, yeah. So the night's yours. There's activities.
I thought it was just eating people.
There's activities.
I'm thinking of New Vegas.
You're thinking of New Vegas. I'm thinking of the royal family, and she's been dead for weeks. It's fine.
Hey, you guys are the Canadian. We dumped that tea in the harbor.
But so yeah, the night's yours. What do you all want to do? I have activities written if anyone wants to go join activities. A group of elderly people are playing a game in the one corner that you don't recognize. Fun stuff like that.
I mean, Druck's starting it off by going to the food.
All right, so you can see numerous dwarves walking around in black suits, white gloves, and they're carrying trays of hors d'oeuvres. You have deviled swan eggs, bacon-wrapped chestnuts, hummus stuffed peppers, apricot turkey pinwheels, goat meatballs with cherry sauce, pigs in blankets, mini Yorkshire puddings, and goat tartare on crostini. That's for the hors d'oeuvres. For the petit fours, you have raspberry meringue tarts, strawberry and chili jellies, salted caramel and peanut truffles, mini chocolate and peanut cakes, mini almond tarts, mini cherry-filled cakes, and sweet pickle tarts with a dill pickle frosting.
For the first round, Druck's gonna take, of all of the non-dessert stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna take a little bit of everything.
Okay, so deviled swan egg. So a big swan egg that's been turned into a deviled egg. So it's huge.
Wow.
Bacon wrapped water chestnuts, yeah, hummus stuffed mini peppers, apricot turkey pinwheels, goat meatballs.
Yeah, He's taking one of everything.
Okay. All right, that's easy to do. It's just constant food being brought out.
Ven is immediately going to. I'm guessing the trays like. I'm guessing it's a lot of like variety. Is it like a variety on each tray, or is it like? Okay, like Ven is probably like clearing them out of pigs in a blanket, and then going and having to find another tray to eat their pigs in a blanket. There's just eating pigs in a blanket.
There's also people walking around with trays of alcohol and trays of non-alcoholic drinks. For alcohol, you have an amber-colored dry champagne, pear and blackberry sparkling cider, a cinnamon-flavored red wine, dill pickle vodka, which is a real thing.
I've had it. It's fucking delicious.
Okay, who has the dill pickle fetish in this building?
Who knows? Wormwood liqueur, aka Malort.
Is that Malort? Yeah.
I was gonna say, is that Malort?
Is it Swedish?
I tried Malort a few weeks ago, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. Wormwood liquor, so Malort, and a very tart, dry white wine, espresso martinis, and absinthe, which isn't actually hallucinogenic. Non-alcoholic drinks, matcha tea, espresso, barley tea, sparkling water, lemonade, and lassi.
I would like to pull off one of the pear sparkling wines, one of those flutes, or the sparkling cider, and one of the matcha teas, and make my way over to Quoin, and hand him the matcha and say,
Porcelain dragon mask over his face, so you can't see the face, but you just hear a.
all right, I got you something to drink.
I am fine.
Are you sure?
Just this is a first that night. It's all serious. I would be very serious.
Hey, Quoin, if there was ever a night to let loose, this is it.
And then a night would not let loose. A night would thank you. I appreciate the beverage.
You're welcome.
Matcha tea.
It's just green tea with milk.
I love matcha.
That's all matcha is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we already established. I think episode.
What?
One of the teen episodes that Quoin had never had caffeine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
but green tea doesn't have caffeine.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it does.
Does it?
It's low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a manageable amount as compared to like
black
coffee.
teas.
It's less than black teas, but I think matcha might have more.
Matcha has a lot. Matcha has more has more caffeine.
Because matcha is matcha is like the powdered concentrated powdered green tea that you like froth up with the specific like
it's
bamboo.
So good. It's so good.
Whisk.
It's so good. That's what I'm drinking right now.
Nice. Ven is gonna grab himself some of that pear cider.
Okay.
To sip on.
No one's getting any Malort.
No. You're gonna drink pear cider and eat pigs in a blanket like the 35-year-old he is.
Okay, and these are so the pigs in a blanket are various sausages stuffed in the croissants. It's not just hot. It's not hot dogs.
Aww.
These are high society pigs in blankets.
So it's chorizo.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of chorizos,
it'll work.
Black pudding, which is delicious. And then just like a variety of sausage types, like pork and cranberry sausages, and then like you can tell like for some people they're given ones that are like, some people are like, oh, I don't like high society food, so there's a specific one single tray that Ven can
hot dogs
that Ven can eventually find. It's hard to find. It's the only tray, and there's like 3 pigs in blankets left on it, and these are just cocktail wiener hot dogs, like just bog standard hot dogs.
Yeah, I'll have some of those. Sneak some. I won't seek them out like the other people. I'm trying all of them, but I'm gonna definitely get some of those.
I thought you were gonna say something like, and on this tray you'll find shredded cheese microwaved on top of a tortilla.
This is the height of luxury.
And it's nice.
There's also a band playing on the stage where you all were standing before. The band consists of a white tiefling. I think I already described what they're playing, actually. Must do it again. A white tiefling with black hair styled into a fringe, and wearing a series of platinum-colored garments and playing what appears to be a large round drum that's been combined with a cello. So, that's weird. A tanned gnome with blonde hair that's been slicked back, a stubbly chin, and wearing a collection of flowing, colorful scarves, and is playing a flute that is combined with a tambourine. And the final figure in the band is a large, pale Goliath covered in tattoos and wearing a black tailcoat with white undershirt and is doing basically Mongolian throat singing. There's dancing going on. There's dances if people want to partake in dances. There's gossiping going on. You can hear people just gossiping amongst themselves. And yeah, there's people. There's all over. There's these tables of these people playing a very interesting looking game.
I'd like to try to dance.
Okay.
Just to make an attempt.
Are you dancing by yourself, or are you going to do the dance that you see a lot of these people doing that require a partner?
I'm going to try to find a partner for this dance.
Okay. Are you grabbing someone from the party, or are you looking for somebody that's here at the event?
The 3 guys seem busy, so I'm going to pull Dax in for this one.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah!
So who's leading and who's following?
I don't think either of us know this dance.
Who's leading and who's following?
I guess I'll take the lead since I pulled Dax in.
Okay.
All right.
So as the two of you kind of get together and you're watching this dance, it looks like it involves a series of fluid, graceful twists and twirls with a combination of kind of like hops, skips, and jumps, and finishes with the leading partner doing a backflip at the end and being caught by their dance partner. So as the two of you are starting this dance and trying to follow along, I need both of you to make either acrobatics or performance checks for the first step, which is the twists and twirls. Acrobatics or performance. Acrobatics is the acrobatics will be more of your natural agility. The performance is your ability to make the moves look good, even though you're not being agile about it.
I'm gonna do performance.
Okay.
And do you think Kenna would cast guidance on either of us?
I can cast guidance on you.
Because I'm at disadvantage for all my rolls.
That's
remember?
correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on
Dax,
you.
you just feel drained, and then Kenna pulls you into a dance.
Trying to get that empathetic energy flowing.
Okay, so yeah, Ken and Dax, the two of you are trying to follow along with this dance that you can hear people calling the Miners Waltz. So I need both of you to make either acrobatics or performance checks.
I got an 18 performance check.
Okay.
And then for guidance, do I add like a D4?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, to your roll, yeah.
9 plus 3, 12.
12 succeeds. So the both of you just start doing these twists and twirls around one another, just like spinning like little spinning tops, and then you see the dance around you shift into these hops where people the kind of the crossed arm hop that you hop around. I can't think of the name of it, but it's the Russian dance where they cross their arms and ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
The jig or whatever. So for the hop, skipping, and jumping, that's another acrobatics or performance check from the two of you.
I'm gonna try acrobatics.
Dax, you don't have guidance anymore.
I can cast it every round. It's an action.
Boom. So boom, you cast it again while you're dancing.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a 15 for acrobatics.
Okay.
13 for acrobatics.
Okay, you just succeed on the hop, skipping, and jumping. So both of you are stumbling. You can see Dax kind of stumbles a bit, but you both kind of get back into the motion. And finally, you can see the last step of this dance happening. You see as all the leading partners in this dance around the room begin doing backflips and getting caught by their dance partner. So Kenna, since you're doing a backflip, I need an acrobatics check. Dax, you're the one catching Kenna as they're doing this backflip. So you can do acrobatics or athletics for this one.
I will do athletics.
Okay. From across, as I'm prepping to do my backflip, I just look at Dax and I just say, eyeball say, "Don't drop me." They start doing run up.
Mm-hmm.
13
Plus guidance.
Okay.
acrobatics.
Okay.
13?
13 is the DC. So, kind of, you do this backflip and you almost face plant, but you land. You get it the full like you don't land on your face. You get the full rotation. Dax just catches you, and the dance ends with thunderous applause. And the boat. Go ahead.
I'm actually kind of wondering if anybody that else was dancing actually failed, and if we saw it.
Good question, actually. Okay, we'll do 2 of these. Unfortunately, no.
So we're all
yeah.
too high society.
This is a
Everybody's
ballroom
so
full of
phenomenal.
fly girls and fly
But
boys.
Kenna and Dax, for the remainder of this social affair, you both have advantage on all charisma-based checks.
Heck yeah.
Dax, you have straight rolls for the rest of all charisma checks.
Fuck yeah!
But that is
Dax
the
like
dance.
gently puts Kenna down.
That was a bunch of fun.
Okay, as you set Kenna down, you hear a smash, and you look over, and someone just went into one of these tables full of food, trying to do the dance. And they're just like, lying on their back, like sprawled. This one table is just completely collapsed in on itself. It's as Ven's walking by, getting some pigs in a blanket. Somebody just goes sailing over Ven's head and onto a table.
Wait. Do I have it? Before they land on the table, actually, can I cast Featherfall?
Yes.
All right. So just as they're going by,
They just kind of gently land on the table, feet first.
just kind of just like gesture at them with the cup, and then just keep walking.
Oh, come on, not the pudding. As their feet land on there.
Oh, thanks. And as they go to step off the table, they trip over some of the stuff and just.
Technically, the Featherfall does last for a minute.
They trip and they fall off the table.
In slow motion, yeah.
Slowly.
What's Druck doing?
He stepped right in the pudding.
Yeah, there's just like the Featherfall. He just kind of like landed in the like a bowl of chocolate pudding.
I was looking forward to trying that.
And then you look around and there's numerous bowls of pudding.
So much pudding.
It's basically like the Great Feast from Harry Potter. Just food everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not written by a turf.
Not
I
written
mean,
by a turf. Yes.
Druck is he's looking to like sample everything.
Okay, you can sample
Anything that's not the flavor of his kin. He's excited about.
Oh yeah, anything you could basically any food you can think of you would eat in high society is here. Like there's like there's swan, even though people don't really eat swan anymore, but they did back in the day. But there's roast swan, duck, pheasant, various game animals like lots of rabbits.
Depending on how much is actually there, he's going to be taking small bits of everything at first, and then trying it all and seeing what he likes best.
Basically enough food to feed like thousands of people over the course of a night.
Yeah, he's not trying to like. Yeah, he's wanting to go about this efficiently. Like,
Okay.
Ooh, what does this taste like? Ooh.
Justin,
Okay.
you're making me so goddamn hungry.
That sucks.
Mouth's watering.
Kenna, somebody approaches you and goes, "Oh, that was a great dance." And they're wearing this kind of fox mask, and they're kind of wearing a garb that like resembles a fox almost.
I just remembered that I did that whole dance in that backflip in a massive skirt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and a very
Big
And a
beard.
very long,
amazing looking
like
beard.
heavy beard.
That was a very good dance.
Well, thank you, sir. Would you believe it was the first time I'd done it?
No.
Well, then I will accept your compliment, indeed. I don't know what that sentence was, but that is what I said.
He okay. He just was like, he's like, he reaches out to give you a handshake.
I take his hand.
Just appreciate everything you've done for. And this is like a human man, so he's standing roughly your height. I'd like to thank. Fuck. He's shaking your hand.
He's
no,
over
no,
on
no.
the continent still.
He's shaking your hand, and you kind of feel like another hand kind of like go to like grab your coin purse.
I'm gonna rotate my hip away from him and kind of put my other arm over his shoulder so that his reaching hand is on the other side of me now.
Oh.
You know, I'd like to think that your appreciation, your energy that you express would be spent elsewhere.
I'll be honest, it was easier to steal from you the first time. And they just walk away.
I'm gonna check my coin purse.
It's there. And he just, as he's walking away, he lifts up his mask a little bit and gives a wink. And it's the guy who you paid for information in Ilmarsh, and he just walked away.
That bitch!
His name started with a V, right?
Yeah, that very big bitch.
Oh, the guy who we bought the freaking uncle's ear from.
Uncle's ear bitch!
Yeah, and then he you asked if he had any more information. He said, yeah, 5 gold or whatever.
Yeah, and then he just fucked up.
And you gave him money. He's like, yeah, actually don't. He's like, do you have any more information? He's like, I'll tell you if you give me 5 gold. And you gave him 5 gold, and he said, I don't, and then walked away.
Was that a tabaxi? Oh man. Oh man.
Canada knows where to get the good drugs tonight.
And he just walks away, and you can see him puts the mask on. He walks over near a punch bowl, and you can see him pull something out of his coat and just goes. And then keeps going.
Can I tell what it is? Is it just 5 gold? Or like a gold coin?
No, he's dumping something in the punch bowl.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him, but I'm not gonna go after him yet.
It looks like a brown powder, the same color as the uncle's ear you have, and he just dumps it into the punch bowl and keeps going.
Some people are gonna either have an amazing night or an awful night.
Both at the same time.
Successfully dumps it. I forgot what drinks are here. He dumps it in the lemonade bowl. Just.
All right. Good to know.
What's Quoin
Lemonade
doing?
has been drugged.
Is there any like spicy food?
Yeah. You can whatever food you want, you can find here, basically.
I'll find like jalapeno like chicken
Sure.
poppers, like jalapeno.
Sure.
Like just like popcorn chicken.
Sure.
Like something that you would like. That's a step above like normal like chicken tenders, but like with like a jalapeno sauce on it. It's just like a. I'm doing
Cool.
good. I'm gonna give myself a little treat. Just get,
Okay.
like, a plate of those, but like eat them one at a time while still looking at everybody.
Quoin!
Like,
And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 other kobolds approach you. Or sorry, it'd be 3 kobolds. 3 of them approach you. They're wearing their best attempt at nice clothes. And you recognize Rodham, X, and Hagnar, 3 of the 4 kobolds who were at the lighthouse. And they're like, we heard they're doing a feast in your honor, so we came to respects.
you traveled all of the way from the core. All the that is a very long way to travel.
Yeah, there's this weird wizard who came to the core asking if people knew you and looking for people who you did favors for and that liked you. And his name was Doomis, and we came. Hi.
Welcome. You should.
There's a goblin here
try.
too. He's weird.
Which goblin is it that
I
you
don't know his name, but he's dressed really weird and he's eating really weird stuff, and he's that one. And they point to this goblin who's wearing a weird outfit. They're wearing. It's hard to tell what the mask is because they're not facing you. But they're wearing this like set of like long, flowing, colorful robes rainbow-colored like robes almost that resemble your patron's robes, and they're like dancing on a table, and they have like this like little tambourine, and they're smacking a tambourine and going, "Everybody dance, dance now."
This is, I believe that I know this gentleman. I will speak to them. It is lovely to see you.
All three of the kobolds give you a big hug.
Oh yes, yes. Let us.
Look, you know how you said our deity was lying to us, and they were lying to us, Korvax? Look,
Yeah.
and they like lift up these like little wooden symbols of Bahamut. Each of them have carved.
Oh, that is. I mean, I'm wearing robes over
Yeah.
armor. I'm just like, this is good. Just give me one moment.
Many splinters were made, given, had.
Pulls out the chest on his back, opens it up, gets in there.
They'll go wide-eyed as they see this chest just come out of nowhere, just.
And Quoin pulls out the candle holder
Oh yeah.
and this is a donation to your temple for Bahamut.
Oh. Okay. Thanks.
You will it would be nice to light the candles on the day of forgiveness.
Okay. Okay.
It is I think I forget the exact date, but it
Yeah.
was around when we were in Giant's Cradle.
It's still it's a hot ways away. Yeah.
For sure. But then I tell them that day.
Okay.
Yeah, it is never too soon to start making your list of forgiveness.
Okay, I have lots.
That is great. And remember one very important person to forgive for a year's worth of mistakes on the day of forgiveness is yourself.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Mm.
Well, it's good to see you, Quoin.
It is nice to see you. Try the jalapeno chicken. It's delicious.
We already have. We're taking some home. Don't tell anybody. One of them like opens up like a little bag, like a sack that they have, and you can see it's full of food. Don't tell anyone. There's a lot here.
Little
Yeah,
scamps.
If anyone stops you, you tell them they would need to talk to me that I told you to do it.
Okay. And they scurry off, and then you can see them. They're just like nicking more snacks. Shit. Then you feel like someone like brush up against you and go to reach one of your pigs and blankets. You can see a little kobold reaching for them, and you can recognize one of the kobolds from the lighthouse. And they go. They're the only ones not wearing masks. They're just like.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I remember you.
Glad I made an impression.
Kind of pokes you and then scurries off.
All right. Venice, by the way, is just kind of like standing at the side, keeping an eye on particularly Kenna and Quoin after their sibling antics on our way over here. And it's like, this is a nice event. We got dressed up. Going to behave.
I gave Quoin a peace offering right off the bat. All right.
He's still keeping an eye on both. He's standing off to the side, eating pigs in a blanket, watching the two of them, but also keeping an eye out for like anyone that's just like having some nice, just like calm conversation around that he can just kind of like sidle up to.
Ven, give me a perception check. Perception or investigation, your choice.
Well, let's make an investigation. Not that it won't make much of a difference because that's a 6.
A 6. Okay. Someone approaches you from behind.
Okay. Oh, last time that happened, I got stabbed.
It's good to see you, Ven.
Turn around
You
before
hear
I respond.
you hear the familiar voice of Tranquil Page.
Tranquil Page. Who's Tranquil Page?
The person who gave you your cloak. Helped train you in
Yes,
the arcane.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
I should really remember my own backstory.
What do they look like? They're tabaxi, but I don't know what they look like.
Did I not put that in the
Nope.
thing? I think just like I had something for them. 1 second. I believe they were just like tabby
Okay.
colored.
They're wearing a very phoenix-looking kind of gown with like the flared feathers and a phoenix-like mask.
Oh.
It's good to see you.
You as well. Been a while.
Yes. How are things?
Things are going well. Things are going well.
And your studies abroad?
Very well. I have progressed significantly since we last saw each other. It has been quite the adventure.
I'm surprised you didn't show up to the funeral.
The royal funeral?
No, Finland's.
What happened?
They were accompanying some students on a sending, and they passed during the sending, as did the students, unfortunately.
Sorry to hear that. Finland was a good friend.
Nels sent you a letter. I guess you never got it.
Where was the letter sent to?
Your house, your home, and then... Oh, no, wait, it wouldn't be your home, sorry. Hold on. We're trying to remember things. No, it would have been your home. 6 months ago?
6 months ago. 6 months ago. Were we? Trying to remember. Was that before the campaign even started?
Yeah.
That's odd. I visited home.
Hold on.
Then.
Hold on. My time's messed up because I forgot there's the gap, the 10-week gap.
Yeah, 10 weeks. Yeah.
About a month ago.
Oh, I see. Have you heard about what happened in Varanmore?
No.
The town was...
Well, I mean, all we know is people disappeared, but that's about it.
We remember that like half the town died, or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was just mass death and casualties. Many people were rendered comatose, though many recovered. My mother, we helped my mother flee the city during the disaster.
Oh,
sort of psychic plague.
We tried using the Wayfarers Guild to send the letter. The letter came back. Oh, so we tried sending it to another location we know of yours, the Halls of Eternal Life, and that didn't...
Well, I haven't been back there since before I met you.
Regardless, that's strange. Well, why didn't you didn't get... It just feels like it's a very awkward conversation because they don't know how to proceed. Nels is now a professor.
Yes, I believe he was a professor before I left, right?
Yep. Brunella also... Brunella also took up a position at the school.
Oh.
They're sending out contracts for students now.
Oh. That's very nice.
They're the one who actually sent the contract out for Finland's group. Unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And Vathok didn't return to the school. He became an enforcer for magical law in the core.
Oh, that seems well suited.
He, and you'd know the enforcers are the ones who bring people back to the academy and have their magical abilities taken away from them. That's what the enforcers do.
The ones, yeah, like if you're found to be like charming somebody or
like
breaking
using the magical laws, you get taken to school and your powers are just...
You get taken to school.
And then there's me. Nothing new has happened. I'm up for head of Phoenix House, though.
Oh, are you?
Yes. The previous got into some trouble.
What kind of trouble?
They were caught doing illegal necromantic activities.
Oh.
On students, killing them and then experimenting on them.
Oh, that's horrible.
So that happened, and I'm next in line, so hopefully I can get in with that position, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes.
But I've also been thinking of stepping away.
Have you?
Yes.
Of leaving the school?
Yes, it's I've been there for some time now, and I want to travel and do what you do. Actually, it seems interesting.
Oh, well,
I've heard of your exploits, so that's why I decided to show up and pay my respects. Well, yeah, they speak of this group, the Faust and the Furious. Is that what you're calling yourselves?
That is what we call ourselves.
There's just been talks of you on the core. Something involving dragons. That's really all that's been heard about, really.
There was some dragon killing.
And then what happened here in Anvilveric of what you did. That's very, very good.
Yes, it's been quite the whirlwind since I left. I was involved in a... First things first, I went to the festival, and I was ended up getting embroiled in investigating a murder plot at the feast.
Huh. Interesting. That must have been fun. Uncomfortable.
It was a bit, yes. Eye-opening, certainly. It introduced me to my friends, though, so that's been a welcome change.
Have you had any run-ins with your favorite creatures over the course of your travels with Mephits?
A few, yes.
I hope you've handled them well.
I have indeed.
It's good to know. I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad my teachings have helped you.
They certainly have. You and after Nels became too busy to tutor me, I cannot not thank you enough for picking up and completing my education.
I think they would like to see you too, as well, at some point.
Nels would?
Yes.
Oh, well. Is he still at the academy?
Yes.
He's still teaching.
Professor of Evocation.
Oh, Professor of Evocation. Well, I will make sure to stop on by.
He's even he's currently preparing his own group of wizards for their graduation sending, so.
Oh. Well, I hope that goes well.
I'm also here to warn you. There is somebody here looking for you.
Ooh.
Barnier. He has come to pay his respects. And I just met him through friendly conversation. And immediately made me feel uncomfortable.
Didn't he get promoted to like arch cleric?
Yes, he's the head of the Halls of Eternal Life in the core right now.
Yes, this is quite the journey for him to make.
He's not actually here.
What does that mean?
It's some sort of simulacrum.
Ah, I see. That's expensive.
Not
All right. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that bit of information.
I will let you get back to the festivities. You're sort of just standing here, so I figured it was okay to...
Oh, absolutely, yes. I'm just taking it all in.
Events like this can be overwhelming, so don't feel bad if you need to step away.
Compared to the busy days in the infirmary, I can safely say that this is nothing.
And they hold their hand for a handshake.
Hold mine out and shake.
And they step away.
Okay. Oh, that was nice.
No, but Kenna, if you pull the tail of Bahamut, you will receive the thunder.
All right, that's what you're
good
telling
heavens.
me.
Oh,
So
no.
if I pull
Oh,
this
no.
little tassel right here,
I'm saying that
Oh.
when
I'm pulling it.
if
Nothing's
you knock
happening.
on a door, expect it to be answered.
Oh, hey!
Pull it.
Are you guys the Faust and the... colorful robes. Basically, they're masquerading as your patron.
Do we know you?
I sent you a letter, so I hope so. You're very hard to reach. You don't respond to letters. It's very rude.
We've been busy recently.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, we kind of, stopped a murder plot.
I've stopped
Recently.
hundreds of those.
I was wondering, since you seem to be so fond of our patron, Mr. Boone.
We're best friends.
Yes, do you happen to know where he is? Do you know
Yeah.
how long?
Well, I sent you a letter asking if you knew where he was, but I've deduced things. Yeah, I was speaking to people from the Amber Athenium.
Oh.
You've got contacts down there?
Yeah, Joseph. He looks around all, like, panicky. Yeah. I knew Joseph when he was a little boy.
Cool. Well, I have yet to meet this Joseph, so I'm still a little iffy on whether or not I can trust
Oh,
him.
he's a little boy. We adopted him.
All right.
This goblin looks like they're in their mid-40s, which is old for a goblin.
Are you sure you don't want to take a seat, old timer?
I'm good. I'm real spry. And he does a backflip.
In
Perfectly
baggy
does a
robes.
backflip. Yeah, in baggy robes, he does a backflip with a
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Grump the Brave.
Right. Grump.
Yep. Some people call me Gwump. GW. Gwump. Yep.
I'm going to stick with Grump, if you don't mind.
If you prefer to be called GW Grump, I could do that for you.
I'm called Grump the Brave.
Oh, yes, I will. Then I will call you, yes,
I was a paladin,
Brave.
but then my deity disappeared, so now I'm a bard again. Back to performing.
Are you performing?
I was decapitated once.
Oh, interesting.
But then my
You
friends
hear that,
but-
Quoin?
but
He
then-
was decapitated.
But then my friend saved me, so it's all good.
Well, that's certainly good news indeed.
I'm a member of the Silgarian Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts, but was been renamed Ogden's Archaeological Society of Archaeological Enthusiasts.
Oh, that
Seems a little,
They had changed, I believe Mr. Boone had not pointed that out the last time we had spoken with them.
Yeah,
Is
we were docked here, and then they all disappeared. But I wasn't here. So then I came looking for him. Because he hasn't been answering my messages. He kind of just disappeared.
well, if you
And it's not like him to disappear.
Yeah, that is.
He's generally talking a lot, and then when he's not talking a lot, you wonder what's wrong.
Hmm. He does kind of give off that effect.
Well,
Yep.
while you are here, perhaps you could accompany us, and we could share the road to finding.
Perfect.
Mr. Boone.
I have all my supplies. I have this, and he pulls out a slingshot that's rotting. And it looks like it's made of, like, organic, like, flesh. Make a medicine check, Quoin and Kenna. Ven, you're, like, kind of watching from a distance. You can also do a medicine check if you want.
19.
I was like, Ven was like 2 steps into trying to
His goblin
intervene
approaches,
with
yeah.
these two before that happened. Yeah.
6.
Okay.
And 8.
Kenna, this sling is made from unmentionables of some sort of creature. A troll. Got this from one of my friends. And they shake it around, it kind of just like snaps and like just dangles loose. Oh, I gotta fix it.
Yeah. Seems a little fragile there.
It works.
Nice little coin purse.
Would you say, oh, it's fragile? Would you say that it's fragile masculinity?
There you go.
Better than what I was working on. I was working on some sort of troll dong shot.
Yeah, so what do you guys know?
I'm just gonna do a quick insight check on Grump, just after what's happened recently.
Sure.
Insight is a 17.
You can't get a read on them. It seems like everything they're saying is legit.
Cool.
From the troll scrotum to being decapitated to...
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I know the god of the Nine Hells now?
I believe you.
He's a dick.
You seem very honest about that.
He's big dick.
He's the big. All right.
Very grumpy.
So, what we know about where Ogden Boone
Had a
might
brogue.
be?
Talked with a brogue.
Yeah. So we think that Mr. Boone might be lost somewhere.
Yeah, he said he was going to go look for a city over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Him
We
and
think
Joseph
he's
had a
in.
lead on it, so they were going there.
Yeah, he said he was going to Ulmore Finn,
Oh, I know
and
where
then
that
we
is.
tried to. We think he's like somewhere underground,
Okay,
like just north of here.
makes sense. He loves being underground in tombs and
Yeah.
stuff.
But we couldn't get any more information than that because he has some sort of divination protection on him.
Huh.
Yeah, there's some sort of impediment to us helping Mr. Boone.
He also went with Joseph, though. So have you tried looking at Joseph? Have any of you met Joseph? Only Ven.
Is Ash nearby?
Only Ven has met Joseph.
Is Ash nearby? Good question. He's
Yeah.
always nearby.
The Ash Heart
He's
follows
always
us wherever
watching.
we go.
Just look on your
is
shoulder.
Is Ben nearby?
Yeah, Ven was
Near
like
enough.
stepping up to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I hear the, do I hear the Joseph? The talking about
Yeah.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Just I'll walk up and just. Oh.
No.
I've met Joseph.
Yeah. He's with Ogden.
Oh.
They were looking for something together. So I went to the Ember Athenium to get answers, and I stole a book.
What did you steal?
One that Joseph had in his private quarters.
Well, if it's not the Ember Atheniums, they probably won't get too mad at you.
Oh, it's a book they wanted to keep hidden. Joseph's been writing
is it?
notes in it.
What is it?
A book on a city known as Khihalis, the city of Embers. How to get into the city, too.
That would probably be helpful for finding out where he and Ogden are.
Yeah, I found it. So I was looking for you guys. And
Oh.
you suck at responding to letters.
Sorry about that. We've been, traveling this whole time.
I've traveled, too, and I talk to people still.
Well, we're not very good at that. I guess you're right. Can we have the book? Can we see the book?
Not here.
Okay, fair enough. After the feast,
Where?
we have a house.
Yeah, we have a house.
I have a vehicle as well, but
Vehicle.
it's docked. So it wouldn't make much sense because the place you're looking for is north of here, so it doesn't make much sense to go to my vehicle. It's a ship.
Why don't you come to our house?
I know where it is.
You do?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like
I've been trained on how to keep an eye on people.
Yes, how long have you been following us?
3 days.
That is, I assumed that was more than just this conversation.
I was in the core looking for you guys, waiting for you guys to show up again. And then this was happening, and a weird wizard came to the core and was like looking for people that knew you guys to come like celebrate. And I'm like, I know them. I don't, but I do. So here I am.
And here you are indeed.
Yep.
So,
Grump the Brave.
yeah, you sure are, Grump.
Do you know if this Dumas had gone to Anundial City and had this same troubadouric shrieking and
Yeah, he's weird.
town crying
Yeah, he's weird.
our names across the land to everyone?
Not to everyone, just to like people in the core that know you.
Okay.
Like Fenthrin and Silverhand. And then I hung out with Ogden's dad for a bit. He doesn't like me. We hung out. I said I wanted him to be my friend. But he didn't want to be my friend. I wanted someone who at least looks a little bit like Ogden in some aspects, and we just wanted to hang out. Because I miss Ogden. But Latimer's really mean.
He doesn't seem like he would, do.
And then I used to hang out with Ogden's mom, but she's dead.
Told that parent stuff that's got to be
Humans don't live long.
difficult.
Nope.
Aren't goblins also supposed to live relatively short lives?
Are you an expert?
Maybe.
You're not.
How do you know? You just met me.
That's what you think. Our average lifespan is like 60 years, I think. So, I'm getting there.
Alright.
This is basically my last adventure, I think. Before I retire.
Hmm.
I know a goblin who's gonna live forever, though.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Would you care to share?
Nope.
Alright. Alright.
Promised I wouldn't.
Right. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and we will.
Fuck! That's a 4 for a sleight of hand. You can see him trying to, put something in Kenna's pocket.
What you got there, friend?
It's like a handful of rotten eggs. It's a prank.
I can smell that from you.
Do you like pranks?
With the right person.
Okay, I'll be at your house in an hour, and they scurry off.
Oh, all right. But will the party still be going then?
Yeah.
No, the party's it's getting towards wrapping up because like I said, there's not. It's
Okay.
just eating and whatever here. So
Okay.
that's happened. What's Druck doing? Druck's still wandering and eating.
Where's everyone? Friends.
You can see them talking to a goblin, and the goblin scurries off.
Friends. This makes me very happy. This reminds me of the time we all met. Do all of you know how many parties I was a part of before us?
I'm assuming at least one.
Dozens.
Hmm?
I was a guide for many fledgling heroes. A few of the groups got themselves killed and I ran away. Not many of them were as talented as all of you.
I don't think you could call us fledglings anymore.
You weren't
That is
even
true.
then. This is part of the reason why I stuck around. All of you are special. Special to me.
Thank you, Druck. It's a very kind thing to say.
Well, it should be followed by a toast. We should get where it's get a yes.
And he's like reaching for bottles.
So the
glasses,
only
anything.
drinks that are left at this time, near towards the end of the party, is the wormwood liquor, because no one's drinking it.
Wait. Who has the emergency ale? I think Druck has emergency ale.
You wouldn't bring it to this kind of event. You wouldn't have room for it.
Yeah, I mean, Druck's not even wearing his armor or cloak or anything. The only thing he has on him is his suit and the Crimson Arc crossbow.
Wait.
So yeah, it's just Malort left.
Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry, everyone. This is why you keep a wizard around. I'll just take my wand out and reach out and tap the bottle and make it taste like anything but Malort. I'll make it taste like a nice whiskey.
Why is it's so bad?
It is.
It's like drinking
Listen,
a burnt
when
condom.
you come to Chicago, the Chicago handshakes are on me, which is a shot of Malort and a tall boy of old style.
As long as there's dogs in that bar, I'll hold you to it.
But Ven, what do you make? You make it taste like what?
Just a nice whiskey.
Okay. That'd be a shame if the Malort was too powerful that it breaks through the spell.
Malort's more powerful than magic.
Breaks through a cantrip.
Yeah, that wouldn't. Yeah.
Thank you, Ren. I was worried that I might lose all of the food I just ate.
Yes, this sort of thing was very popular amongst some of the older students as pranks for each other, so I'm very familiar with it. And the trips that it resulted in to my infirmary.
Before we all leave, did anyone have any of the lemonade tonight?
No, I can't say I did.
All right, good.
You can see somebody like standing in the middle of a room, just staring at the wall. Like they're like not in the middle of it, they're like right up against the wall, just like this close to it, just staring at it.
Oh dear.
And they're just like
I think
they're
he had
just
the
going like
lemonade.
they're just doing this to the wall.
To the Faust and the Furious, yes.
Cheers.
To the Faust and the Furious.
To our friends.
All right. You all do the shot of whiskey, and there's still a hint of Malort to it, because Malort is more powerful than prestidigitation.
At least
Well,
it protects against some of it.
It's that wormwood.
Yeah.
It's got magical properties.
Which is what.
Yeah.
So you pound that back, and the rest of the night goes by. Kind of starts to wind down, and it gets to be that time that Grump told Kenna, Quoin, and Ven that he would meet them at the manor.
All right, I guess we should be heading back.
Did anybody happen to run into the Barnard? Did anybody happen to run into them?
No one even approached me, so...
Yeah, only Ven knew about Barnier.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And Ven is avoiding him.
And Ven didn't even see him.
Sorry, I apologize. I was a little lost in a couple of the conversations.
No worries. Yeah, just Ven knew about it, and Ven didn't even see him.
I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, let us rendezvous with Grump the Brave.
The name Grump the Brave would ring a bell to everybody because you all read the letter that you were addressed. So All right, so you all cross the street pretty quickly because again, your house is just across the street from this affair, so it's not hard to get home from a night of intense eating and drinking.
I imagine we bow and thank the king on our way out.
Okay. Yeah, he bows back, and then you can tell he's busy with like the social affair. And as you cross the street and get to your house, your manor, you can see a goblin, no longer in his masquerade outfit, sitting on kind of like the wall, the perimeter wall around the house. He's sitting on it, kicking his legs. He's wearing no longer wearing his masquerade, but he's wearing his daily clothes now. You can see he's got shock white hair, with some of the white hair coming out of his ears. He's got a big, round, brown, very dark brown hat, kind of like a sun hat almost. A pair of shining gold pants, shining gold waistcoat, a basic black shirt underneath. He's got clasped to his back is a cloak covered in various patches of pictures of like weird like a ladder, a rope, a door, a window, and some other stuff. He's got a pair of golden glasses with silvery lenses, and he's sitting there. You can see he's got a bagpipe also strapped to his back. He's like, "Hello, fat and furriest."
Close enough.
That's not our name, but go ahead.
Can I go in?
Getting close though.
As Druck rubs a hand over his belly.
Yeah, come on in, Grump the Brave.
Okay, thanks. He hops off the. I'll post a picture of what he looks like right now, and then he just leaps off the little wall and goes, "Okay, I'm ready to go inside now."
I'll open the door for him. Let him in.
He goes, "Oh, this place is a shithole." So what do you guys?
Well,
do you have a room to sit in?
Yeah, we've got a sitting room.
Directly to
just
the right.
through here.
Yep. He walks in. You guys like spiders? There's spiders everywhere.
We just moved in, like yesterday. This is all the old tenants' furniture.
We
haven't had a chance to go through it yet.
I lived on a ship for a while that had a big orgy room.
Huh.
And was powered by a frost giant heart.
Fascinating.
You keep saying things, and I keep finding myself not believing them, but I know they're true because I know you're not lying.
Why would I lie?
Because why would you lie about that?
Exactly. So, what do you guys know about the city?
Not a lot, honestly.
Well, as you can tell, he pulls out this fucking huge book. Probably the biggest book anyone has seen. It's just like this thick.
Wow.
And it's barely being held together. And you recognize it's the book from that illusory kind of image you saw in the Stasis City of that gnome pulling it out of the wall. It's the same book. And he's like, yeah, so Joseph stole this from the head of the Athenium. And he flips it open, and there's notes. There's really cool notes in here. Something about someone called Estes. Do you guys know anyone called Estes Geraldin? He's the Prince of the Core.
The Geraldin Empire?
Yeah, the missing prince.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not missing.
What?
Then where is he?
Him and Joseph went to find the Stasis City a few months ago, apparently, from these notes in the book. Apparently, Joseph lent the prince this kind of amulet that is proof against detection.
Oh.
And Joseph was wearing one too, and now he gave one to Ogden when they went back. So Joseph has already been in this city before, but he didn't know how to get in, or I guess. Apparently, this city is like ancient lost knowledge and magic. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently, Prince Estes wanted to go to the city initially to see if they had any like ancient medicine or magic that could cure diseases. Because his family has a history of disease. His grandfather died of a mysterious illness, and his mother was sick with an illness by the time he went to go look for this thing. And the notes say that he kind of flips through it and he shows you the notes and the addendums and stuff, and it says that they couldn't find a way through the gate, the entrance to the city. So the prince was going to stay there and just kind of investigate things and stay there and remain hidden, because they didn't want the Ember Athenium knowing what they were up to, because the Ember Athenium doesn't want people knowing about this city, apparently, because of all the ancient magic that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the prince stayed behind, and Joseph helped fabricate the lie the prince went missing.
So when we were in that city doing that job for Mr. Boone, you didn't think to tell us that the prince from the kingdom that we are citizens of might be hiding somewhere inside?
I just got this book.
All right.
Yeah.
And Mr. Boone didn't think to tell us either?
He hasn't read this book yet. Joseph, he never
But he knows Joseph.
He knows Joseph, but Joseph didn't tell him. Joseph was keeping a secret for his friend the prince. Because he didn't want the Ember Athenium knowing what the prince was up to. The prince was looking for a cure for a very potent disease that there's no cure for in this city. And then the prince went missing. And then in this addendum, Joseph says he hasn't heard from the prince in a while. So he said he was looking for a powerful wizard to help him delve into the city to look for the prince.
Who was Mr. Boone.
Enter Ogden Boone to help. And I wrote you a letter saying Ogden and Joseph went into the city to look for somebody.
So they're looking for the prince.
Yeah. In the Lost City. Cathatooine, City of Embers. In Almor Fen. And it says the city is protected by a series of weird viney thorns that can't be hurt or damaged in any way. Joseph translated a phrase in this book that causes those thorns to reveal a doorway. So I know how to get in.
So you're looking to come with us to Almor Fen?
Yeah, Ogden's my best friend, so of course.
Alright.
He's like my dad. But not really.
Alright. I think we understand the concept of found family.
Yeah.
Pretty decently.
My found family was a bunch of nut jobs, but...
Right, so...
They were the worst pirates I've ever seen.
Are we...
Considering we've never heard of them, probably.
They never even did piracy, and they call themselves pirates. Anyways, he looks at Druck. You're talking. What?
Well, we were planning on going to Almor Fen soon anyway, yes?
Perfect.
He's addressing the group.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for more or less this reason, yeah.
Yeah.
This is serendipitous for us. So should we go tomorrow, or is that too soon after a feast in our honor? What is okay in this, socially, what is alright? I have left after certain things before, and I am aware that if you leave somewhere too soon after something happens, it can be negative.
Leave them wanting more.
I think if we are gonna leave soon, we should let the king know that we will most likely be unreachable for the next week or two at the very least.
I also recommend not telling anybody you're going to the city, because based on these notes, the less people that know about this city, the better, based on what could be hidden inside.
So we could tell them we are heading...
north.
Yes, to the Dragon's Smith.
Yeah. Ophix mentor.
Yes.
I wrote down his name. Hazar. Which isn't a total lie. It was on our to-do list, although lower, but as an excuse to go north. It's not a half bad one.
Oh, also, the barrier that was protecting the city apparently blinded Joseph, caused him to lose his eyes. And,
Wait, how do you know this?
because Joseph wrote it down.
This was been before. I remember when I saw him, he had something over his eyes when I met him.
And that Estes lost his left arm.
Mm.
But then there's a later amendment saying Joseph knows how to circumvent the barrier now. So
Does it say how?
he says he knows how to do it. So and he says the next time he goes, he was going to do it. So it's most likely circumvented if that's where him and Ogden went.
Oh, so the barrier's been taken down. It's not like it's
Most
still up and
likely.
he just got around it. I see. Okay.
It also says the barrier is tied to the moon cycle and and stuff
The
like
moon's
that.
fairly weak right
so-
now.
So, I'm getting sleepy and I can't keep up with what you're saying. Perhaps we learn of the rest tomorrow on our way north. Yes? Does that sound good for everyone? I'm getting sleepy.
I mean,
I suppose so. Yes.
I think we've already done our shopping that we need to do before we set off again. I think tomorrow's as good a time as any.
Okay, and I have a robe that's very useful.
Yeah? How is it useful?
I can pull a patch off, and whatever the patch I pull off is makes something. Points to a ladder, a door, a pit, a ram.
Excellent. I will see all of you tomorrow.
Okay,
Not drunk.
I can sleep in the garden.
Are you sure?
I
Yeah,
have a guest bedroom.
I have a spell.
Alright. We
Oh,
do
if
have
you
a very
insist.
large
It's
guest
called
bedroom.
Magnificent Mansion, and he just walks outside.
Oh, well, that will do it.
No,
And just about to show
you
off.
can hear him. You hear him like outside going, do 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 do, and you cast Tiny Hut.
Not quite hitting the same
Nope.
notes, but that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So much goddamn serotonin.
So he ritually cast Tiny Hut outside.
Nice. Alright, I guess we'll take that as our cue as well to turn in.
All right. Anybody doing anything before you go to bed, or just going right to sleep? Because long day, food, drinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think, yeah, Quoin would just, say some nightly prayers to Bahamut. Strength, and the ability to teach the patience that I was taught.
All right. You all find your rooms that you slept in the night before. Ven, you take a nervous glance in the corner where you swore you saw a figure standing.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna cast alarm around my room at least.
Okay. 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 You all sleep through the night. No issues. Probably one of the best sleeps you've had in a long time because you just ate really well and had good quality food and stuff. It's the best sleep you've had since you started traveling together.
And we're sleeping in goddamn beds.
Yeah.
We sleep in beds.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, but this is
Wow.
bougie.
These are nice beds. Yeah, these aren't
are
beds.
like Tempur-Pedic memory
Like
are
foams.
beds.
400 count
Like,
thread
These are
sheets.
beds you can steal and bring with you on the road.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh
Well,
shit!
Well,
Thanks,
well,
Justin.
What is it,
imagine-
stealing?
I imagine that the beds that we've been sleeping in are more or less like cots.
No, I
That we,
think they're
like-
just straight up beds because we just keep them in the chest and they just pop out entirely. We don't
They're
really
okay
need
beds. These are
Okay.
high quality beds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
Cool.
yeah, you all sleep very well. No weird dreams or anything. And you all wake up having gained the benefits of a long rest. Dax, you're on day 4 of 5.
Love that. Oh yeah, Dax wasn't restrained last night because Druck just went to bed.
Dex.
So that was great.
Dax.
Dax didn't have to go in a weird ass
Dax.
position. Hi.
For day 4, whenever you
Yeah.
take damage, you must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, or move towards a random creature within 30 feet and make a melee attack with Mind Carver against it.
And I don't have Mind Carver.
Correct. So it'll just be an unarmed strike.
Okay, so I have that option.
You don't have any option. You just have to punch them. It's because you don't have the axe. You have to make an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
If you had the
Okay.
axe with it, you'd be using the axe to carve people up.
All right, but so it defaults to unarmed strike, not whatever weapon.
Yeah.
Is. Like if there's no
And-
mind
yeah.
carver, it's unarmed strike.
Because if it was with the Mind Carver, it'd be 8d10 psychic damage, and it ignores resistances.
Horrible.
So you just wake up feeling a nagging sensation, Dax, like just this overwhelming urge of violence, but it never really culminates. It's kind of like you're on edge. It's like you're on edge constantly, and anything can make you snap, but you never snap.
That's me normally at retail.
But you all wake up to the sound of banging on each of your doors. At bright and early, just bang, 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 bang. It's time. We gotta go. Bright and early. Early worm gets the bird.
Grump,
Yeah,
I'm going to murder you.
Druck gets up, immediately remembers, and goes to check on Dax.
Okay, as you walk out your door, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You betcha.
Take some of your own medicine.
16.
16. You walk out the door and a bucket of putrid organs just... and you just completely miss it and keep going. Fuck! And you can see over every other door are buckets of putrid organs. Don't tell anyone.
Right. He goes over to the
Fine.
He goes over to Dax's, and like looks over at him, kind of disarms it, temporarily, and opens the door.
Okay, make a
Thieves' tools.
Yeah, be Thieves' tools check.
Okay. 25.
Oh yeah.
And he'll just open the door after temporarily disabling it.
Everything okay?
I just want to go back to sleep, Druck. I am so tired.
We have to go soon. I'm glad that things were alright last night. I would have not forgiven myself if anything had happened to you, or you had done anything to anyone.
Well, I guess right now we don't think I did anything. And Dax just like laying in their bed, just sprawled out, and they're just like staring at the ceiling, and they just feel exhausted. Druck, do you have a snack?
He'll look over at Grump and just be like, and fully disabled the trap.
He walks away with a pout and starts banging on the other 3 doors. Wake
Yeah.
up!
Yes, I have something for you. They're no longer magical, but here's an orange. Should brighten you up for the day.
Oh, thanks, Druck.
Van.
It actually starts slowly peeling it.
Okay. Van, stop playing with yourself in there. Wake up.
I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
I made snacks. I made breakfast.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, I should have to do one of those. All right, yeah. Van will get up and exit his room.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
You walk out in a bucket just of putrid organs just behind you.
Wait. With a nat 20, can I catch the bucket?
Sure.
So just walk out. Just door opens. Just, boom. Is he standing there looking at me?
Yeah, it's just full of putrid organs.
Where did you even get these?
Materials.
Right. Well, after living at a magic academy for a while, I have gotten used to some certain tricks.
Can I have them back, please?
What are you going to do with them?
I said materials.
All right, I don't want to know what that means. I'll hand them over.
He just grabs the bucket from you and upends it in one of his bags.
Oh.
Bag of holding.
Even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Just
a-
floating around there.
And you
in
can
the
see
ether.
2 more buckets suspended over Kenna's and Quoin's door. And you can see Druck had one that just hit the floor and just splashed into the room.
Lean over and I press the digitation, the floor where his bucket was splashed.
Okay, we have to go. I made breakfast. Everyone downstairs. And he scurries downstairs.
I think I come out next.
Dexterity saving throw.
5.
As Kenna walks out, drenched. The beard is soaked through.
Ugh.
And was like about to go get those and just.
No, anything stuck in your beard is. Ugh.
I just scream Quoin's name.
Then Quoin is confused, like goes to get the door. Still has the nice robes on, like
Oh,
super
no.
nice. Like had enough time to like
Oh,
get
no.
everything done. Like really admiring this beautiful porcelain mask
Oh, no.
that he got. Walking out like
Dexterity
really
save,
positive
yeah.
Outlook on life.
You see Kenna just drenched in entrails. And then you make one as soon as your door opens. Dex save. +1.
All right. That is a 22.
You see the bucket falling.
I jump out of the way and like kind of.
You jump out of the way, and it hits the floor and just splashes this bucket's contents on Kenna as well. Just.
I like put my foot up to try and catch it. It like bounces off my toe and just blip.
Yeah, all back the second bucket into Kenna. You hear Grump going, "Okay, I have breakfast made."
What? I'm gonna fucking murder you.
This is
And I
not me.
run at him.
This is. Oh.
I start chasing him with like my arms outstretched.
You can catch up to Quoin. I think Quoin's only got 25 feet of movement speed.
Oh, that's
Oh no, it's 30.
Oh, yeah,
It's
so it's
30,
just.
but-
yeah.
I have breakfast.
Just Tom and Jerry through the house.
Wait,
no,
come back. Let me clean you up.
There's a
No,
slide
I'm-
tackle. Oh, I'd slide tackle and be like, I'm sorry, I'm not using my hands. Try and leg lock you.
Can-
using my
We're gonna
hands.
are we doing like the
Uh,
table thing?
You're grappling, Quoin. Since you're the one initiating, athletics, Kenna acrobatics or athletics.
Is
I'm
it
gonna-
disadvantage since he's only using his legs?
Yes.
Oh.
Where's I
you
have
just
a very
rules lawyered me into
that I
disadvantage.
want to use for
Yeah,
this.
because you're going prone, basically. So.
All
I
right.
can't find it in time. Oh well. I have a die that's called Orc York. That would have been perfect for this role.
All right.
Athletics is a 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Well,
No, that's actually an 11.
with a
Oh, this,
disadvantage.
before any of this happens, I do need a percentile roll from Kenna.
Right. 76.
Okay, cool.
Trombones. With the big parade.
So, Quoin, what'd you get for yours?
6.
So, yeah, kind of gets away.
Yeah, and just
Or
wrap my
whatever
arms
happens,
around
yeah.
him and smother him in all these guts.
Oh, so wait, so you have to. Well, then you have to try and grapple me.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
so,
rolled a 9 and an 11.
I tried to. No, I was trying, but I was trying.
Yeah, because Quoin was the one that was trying to leg lock
Since it was
you.
an initiative,
So
it's a different roll.
you
Oh.
break out of that one, and then you try to smother Quoin. So you're making
Yeah.
athletics. Quoin's making acrobatics or athletics for the second one. As you try to smother Quoin in the entrail.
You gotta beat a 6, bud.
Did with a 16.
Okay, it's just a clusterfuck of
It
bouncing
continues.
around upstairs.
While they're like running around and bouncing around each other, can I just be like casting
Yeah.
prestidigitation at the two of them and just like, trying to clean them off and like cleaning up
Grump
the
just
trail
keeps
they're leaving
screaming,
on the
I
floor?
made fucking breakfast.
We're coming.
You also
Why the
made
fuck
this
did
mayhem.
you? Why the fuck would you do this?
I did not do it.
Dex, do you need any help? Here, you can.
I mean, if you could
Yes.
quiet them down, that would be great, but
Lean on me. It's fine. Here, I think I have something. I do not have anything. Put your thumbs in your ears.
They're just running circles around the kitchen table now.
Stop running in my kitchen.
It's not your kitchen.
Well, sit down. I worked really hard.
Yeah, I like stop and think, it's not your kitchen, dude.
Well, we have a big day ahead of us, so you want to preserve your energy.
Alright, fine.
Grump, what did you make?
It's called breakfast. It's the first meal of the day.
Serving it up Gary's way?
It's salt fish and rum. I spent a lot of time on a ship, so it's salt fish and rum.
Alright.
This fish
I've had much worse for breakfast.
This fish is top quality. It looks really dried out because it's been like preserved.
Did you take it from the party last night?
No. This fish. Please eat my food. I worked really hard on it.
Yes, of course.
Easily done.
It's real dry. And there's kind of like a funk cheesiness to it, like most preserved foods taste. So this fish, my crew and I got, a long time ago. About 35 years ago.
This specific fish, or like the first time
the
you
batch.
ordered?
This is the
What
same
is this,
batch.
lutefisk?
This is the same batch.
It's 35 years old. Is that poisonous?
No, it's been preserved.
It's a paste.
Preserving can
Yeah,
only go
you like
so
bite,
far.
you like bite into it, and you expect like fleshy fish, and it just
It's like
melts. It's like
yeah,
paste. It's like fish
It's
paste.
it's like lutefisk.
Yeah.
Dax just downs their rum when that happens. They're just like,
I made breakfast. Do you like your meal?
Yeah, it's it's delicious.
Okay, here's the real one. And he pulls out plates of like basically full English breakfast, like eggs, sausages, toast, beans, mushrooms,
Oh, thank
tomatoes. I had to get rid of the fish because it stinks.
You could have just tossed it.
Or you could have put that in the buckets.
What buckets?
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to make an insight check, you have to
I'm
beat
gonna insight check
you have to
that.
beat a 24.
Dax
Do
has no
we?
idea what's going on.
Do we?
No.
Need to get an 18 or higher.
You don't need to succeed. It's like
fine.
he's definitely the one who did it.
Damn it.
Yeah.
My friend taught me that one. It's how he'd wake up people every morning.
So you were the one who put the buckets of rotted flesh?
Yeah, and now we have to get ready for the day, so eat your breakfast. We have a long road ahead of us. I've been decapitated before.
I'm gonna start shoveling the beans on my toast and just shove it in my mouth.
And just politely waiting for the apology, but like,
You're not getting one from me.
I'm sorry I pranked all your doors. It's what we use for alarm clocks when I was traveling.
Horrible alarm clock.
Entrails, worms.
eating eggs. Didn't even do anything. Gosh.
Hey, Van.
Hmm?
Are you as good as a wizard as my friend?
Depends on who's your friend.
Ogden.
No.
Have you killed any gods?
No.
Oh. Have you gone to any other planes of existence? Technically, you were in a pocket of the astral sea.
Yeah.
Technically, but not pretty much no.
Ha! I'm in the Nine Hells in the Feywild.
Congratulations.
But you've killed a dragon, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
My friends
I
killed
hardly
a
remember it though.
My friends killed a dragon made out of pie filling.
Never heard of one of those before.
It was in the Feywild. It was like a test. It was weird.
That makes sense.
They also fought a Beholder Aboleth hybrid.
That sounds horrible.
They hated it.
I can imagine why.
Perhaps some more stories for the road.
I have
am ready
tons.
to go.
I can also play music for the road.
Shall we head off? Do we need to stop by? Or should we leave a letter or a note on the door? For the king.
I can assist with that. And you all see the illusory, not illusory, but you see like this ghostly, slightly vague-shaped, no features, humanoid figure going, I can help with that. I can send messages, I can leave notices on the door, I can answer any calls you may get.
Good. Just tell them we're going north to investigate some leads on an issue.
Grump throws a tomato at the figure talking. You guys are haunted.
No, that's well, kind of, but that's no. He works here.
Okay. The count's like, I can do that. I can leave messages, and I'll let them know you went north.
Very much appreciated, Kenneth.
All right, let's go.
Do you guys want to use my quick method down the mountain?
What is that?
You guys also have, you still have your,
Oh, yeah.
Gliders, yeah.
But you guys want to get down the mountain real quick?
Depends on how.
Just smiles. You'll see.
Also have, I mean, Jorak, it's okay with you. We also have big.
What's that, Quoin? I can't hear you very well.
We have a big mat that you had. We could use it as impromptu sled.
The mountain is very, like, craggy, and it would be bad.
We just hit the ground immediately, just flip over the edge, and then.
Or it's like,
Or
or
shoot
it
the
starts.
earth into a nice tubing track.
Or,
We
or
are the
just,
Faust of the Furious. Welcome to Jackass.
I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if you guys have played around with stuff like that before, but like when you try to slide down something like that, and then it just rolls up on you, and then unrolls, and then rolls, unrolls, and then rolls, and then unrolls and rolls. Anyway, that's what was going on.
It just turns into a tire, and we're all inside of it.
I mean, we all just get rolled up in the snow like Mad Mardigan and Willow.
Oh,
Yeah.
my suggestion was just I could turn into something and fly you all down.
Oh.
I can also do that.
All right, let's do it. All packed, ready to go. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, hold on. Pulls out his bagpipes and he blows on them for a second. Okay, those are working. Opens up his bag of holding. Here it's squelch when he opens it. Yeah, got all my supplies. Waves the troll scrotum sling around. Yep, that's working.
Cool.
Now everyone gets a glimpse of the troll scrotum sling.
I love that.
That's a warted scrote for sure.
Yep, it's been around for 35 years. 36 years now.
So, let's go, yes. Moving on, we'll just...
Okay,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
let's go! And Grump is sort of running.
I am looking forward to, as nice as this place was, I'm looking forward to exploring more of this land.
Yeah. Definitely felt more comfortable being above the surface than below it.
Coin.
Yeah?
You just see Dax go in their bag and they take out a nice thick envelope. And they just, before we get going, I want to send this to my father, just the deed that the king gave me, and just kind of explaining it to him.
Yeah, you could just throw it right in the chest.
Yeah, and just say...
And Dax,
yeah,
what is the
Liver.
deliver.
liver to her father? And she like puts it in the chest.
Okay. All right. You all follow Grump, who's just excitedly sprinting for a senior goblin. He's still mobile and he's going. You also notice as he's walking, his right leg is a prosthetic.
Oh.
It's a golden leg. It blends in with the pants. And it's inscribed. It's inscribed on the side, and it says Peggy.
Peggy. Surprised Ogden doesn't keep it on his person at all times. Still,
one of his buddies lost his leg.
That's true.
But eventually, you're led out of the city, and Grump leads you to like the back precipice of the mountain. You're about how high up is this again? I think I said like 15,000 feet. He's like, okay, how do you guys want to do this?
I mean, whatever you turn into, I can turn into almost. So, we can fly down, we can glide down.
You guys can glide?
Mm-hmm.
We got some gliders.
Just blowing snow, just...
Which we probably shouldn't use until we get a little further down. Lest we smash into the rocks.
That's boring. Where's your thrill of adventure?
We've already seen a lot of people die.
Oh, same here.
For a while we've been adventuring together, so I think we're leaning more on the cautious side when we can.
Unnecessary risks. We try to avoid.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense, I suppose. Well.
He's just like, my boner's gone and everything. You ruined it.
I can help us out here. Everyone give me a wide berth.
Like several steps back.
He rubs his hands together and casts polymorph on himself. And turns into a massive giant relative of the Pteranodon. Basically a giant winged dinosaur, even though they're not dinosaurs, called a Quetzalcoatlus. It's this massive, like, flying dinosaur with a 30
to that.
Yeah, CR2. I'm also posting a picture of one. It's basically
Only CR2?
It's basically a winged dinosaur the size of a giraffe.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're cool as fuck.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, I'll post a picture of one in the group chat. No, that's I'll work on it, but yeah. Can't speak while polymorphed, so...
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, can I cast Speak with Animals?
You can.
And talk to Grump?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have it prepped. I only have Speak with Plants.
Alright, okay, anyway.
It's morning.
Anyways, I posted a picture of it.
They're so colorful.
Unfurls the wings, and then just dive bombs 90 degrees straight down. He's laughing to himself, but just comes out like a... And then dives down, and then does an immediate straightens out at the bottom, and then does a barrel roll. A series
How
of
to
barrel
Train Your
rolls.
Dragon movement.
A series of barrel rolls, just... And we'll say these things fly really fast. He's going to cast Polymorph again to keep it up. And you start soaring over this wooded area, we'll say like 2 hours into this, and you can see him start to He can't. He just demolishes a couple trees with his landing. You all get like pine needles and stuff thrown into your face, and then he lands, knocks you all off, just like shakes you all, kind of fall off gently, just as his polymorph ends.
What a landing.
Yes, we must have saved a day and a half or 2 days from that, yes?
Oh yeah,
That was
we saved a lot.
that was good, thank you.
Did you need some orange slices?
No, I'm okay.
How many good berries do I have? I think I have 120. Let me just double check. If I use up all of the rest of my spell slots at the end of the night, the good berries last 24 hours.
As this massive dinosaur bursts through a bunch of trees and then polymorph ends, you all get dropped off. You're in this massive, lush wetland, nestled in the heart of a forest. And the wetland is made entirely of vegetal growths that appear like tree-sized vines covered in massive thorns. And it's a wetland, so the water is like maybe like a foot and a half deep, and it's this gross wetland as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Ulmur Fen.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, it flew fast. We still have a way to go, I think.
Appreciate it.
15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. We have about 90 miles to go, I think. Is that okay?
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Blended.
I mean, we'll get there when we get there.
Okay. I'm not leading.
I will.
Druck takes a deep breath, tries to just get a big breathful of this fresh air. Well, I mean, like, you know, it's despite it being like earthy or swampy, it's still like oxygen rich air.
Yeah, a lot of decay, yeah, and then with a hint of like a lot of decaying vegetation.
Yeah. Not a bad thing.
We got about 4 days of walking through this muck.
Oh boy.
I'm excited.
Do we have anything that would count as a sort of raft for those that might want to stay dry?
I think we might just have to rely on Ben to make us dry at the end of the day.
I can do that.
Right.
I might be able to prepare something, but not knowing what we were getting into, I didn't think to prepare it for today.
Haha.
As usual, everyone about 30 feet behind me. I'll
Why?
I scout ahead. It's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You're one of them.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Druck.
Okay. Okay. You start walking through the sludge. The region looks like it's entirely untamed. Like, people don't come here. And flying around, you can see mosquitoes the size of, like, not giant, sorry. You can see this mosquitoes the size of eagles kind of flying around. Mosquitoes.
Wow.
Those are mosquitoes.
Horrifying.
They're good eating if we need to eat something.
Yeah.
What do they taste like?
Blood.
Then
Yep.
You had said you had packed plenty of good berries.
I have food too, just in case.
You know, that is quite an offer.
Thanks, Quoin. Alright, Druck, roll a d100.
Okie doke.
What's everybody doing during this walk through the muck? Just
Just trying to keep all my stuff dry.
There's points where like you
Yeah.
can feel like your boots getting like sucked off your feet. You gotta like wrestle them out a bit. Yeah, this mud gives the good suck. Drop, what'd you get from the D100?
23. Michael Jordan.
Okay. As you're walking, some of the water you're like walking through smells real bad. Like real bad. Real bad. Like it's really stinky water.
Smells bad.
Is there anyone in the party that's proficient in medicine?
Yep.
Make me a medicine check. Who was ever proficient in medicine?
God damn it.
Every eternal stench.
Okay, now I get it.
12.
12. Okay. You get over there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What's our proficiency bonus right now? +3,
3.
right?
Yeah.
3.
And my intelligence is sorry, my sheet says my medicine's wisdom. That's why I kept
medicine's
thinking it was
wisdom.
intelligence. Okay, I was like, why is it only +5? Okay, 21.
21. Fen,
Yeah.
you worked in an infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This water is afflicted with a disease called sight rot. It's a painful infection that causes bleeding from the eyes and eventually causes the eyes to basically disintegrate into
not
just
again, kinda.
to rot basically.
Mm-hmm.
A beast or a humanoid that drinks water tainted by sight rot can become infected. One day after infection, their vision becomes blurry, and eventually their eyes rot away. It can be cured by a rare flower It can only be cured by a rare flower called eyebright, which grows in swamps.
When you say only cured by, does that mean like cured by with medicine, or like we'll 5 points at Paladin?
Well,
clear
that would do
right
it
up.
too, but if you don't
Okay.
have a paladin around,
Right.
3 doses of the ointment made from eyebright would fix it. But you know this
Gotcha.
water that you're currently walking through is tainted with it.
All right, everyone, this is very tainted water. If you drink it, your eyes can liquefy and fall out of your head. Kenna, you don't want to go through that again.
That sounds bad.
I can imagine it would be much more painful if I went with this route.
Yes, it would.
You can
So
see-
nobody
you can see
drink any of the
Grump
water.
almost ready to lean down and drink some.
I mean, your choice if you want to lose your eyes.
Nope.
Good choice.
Oh, we should be very careful.
Yeah, close your mouths.
Mm-hmm.
You see Grump starts to go like blue in the face.
Have you never breathed through your nose?
I have a deviated septum. But you can pass through the yeah. He's like, and you can see he's doing. He starts to like breathe really fast from holding breath, and he just breathes in a bug.
It's amazing he's lived this long.
But your first, well, he's died before.
Yeah.
Your first
He
day.
hasn't.
So this is your first day of travel. Is just walking through tainted water, and eventually, at the end of the day, you do come to a dry patch of land. And Grump's like, I could set up my tiny hut if you guys want.
We've got another trick up our sleeves.
Whatever. I don't care.
Vin, if you don't mind.
Sorry?
Your tower.
Oh, right, yes. Is there a spot of dry enough
Yeah,
land
you
to
just
put it on?
just get to a patch of dry land at the
Okay,
end,
right,
at the
right,
end of the
okay.
adventuring day. Yeah.
And it's not like... Oh, right, because the tower will, like, set up. It won't, like, sink in.
It needs to be on dry land to do so. It needs to be on like solid ground. Yeah.
Right, but the ground looks solid enough that it won't just, like...
That would be fun.
Okay.
Whoa, no. Yeah.
Then, okay. I will toss up the tower.
Okay. Grump's like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. We only ever really slept in tiny huts and on ships.
Yeah, it's very much come in handy.
Can I have it?
No,
I'll give you money for it.
still no.
5 gold.
Still absolutely.
That's
no.
all I have.
Still no.
Can I sleep inside?
Yes, you can.
I don't want to get carried away. By a creature.
Oh yes.
That would be unfortunate.
And you've only ever seen for creatures you've only seen the giant mosquitoes.
Mm.
And this person has that book.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Grump walks inside and goes, "It's pretty bare."
For now,
That seems like a pain in the ass.
It is a daily discipline that keeps both your mind and spirit engaged.
Oh.
Not to mention sweet core strength that I get.
Okay. I'm gonna pray to a devil now.
Fascinating.
All right, that is, as Bahamut says, you keep on trucking.
So he pulls out his bagpipes and starts playing a song. Oh, Ashheart, murder my enemies. Okay, I'm good. And goes to sleep.
Right.
Short and sweet.
Mm-hmm. Well, off to bed then.
Yeah.
yes. Is everyone all right?
I mean, it's a little uncomfortable trudging through all that slop, but I think I can alleviate that issue tomorrow in the morning.
Yes, well, it's not too different from the Forlorn Forest, other than the strange disease that you said infested the water, then.
True.
And the large bugs, too. That is concerning.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
Yeah.
what feeds off of those bugs. You would think it would have to be something.
Something large, probably the thing, whatever carries people off that he mentioned.
No, I don't want that bread. It's got bugs on it.
Mm.
Right.
Hey, Drek, can I sleep up in the loft with you?
Yes.
Great. I'm gonna lug my cot upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, truck, I know the drill.
Right.
I mean, Drek, do you really have to keep doing it?
You don't have to. There's no have to.
But
At any point, there could be. I mean, tomorrow's the day. Yes, when things go down.
Yeah.
If
technically at sunset, but
yes, but if there was a time to stay vigilant on this, it would be now.
Dax is just exhausted. It's just kind of like whatever. They're at this point. They're just like, I want to sleep. I haven't woken up great in days at this point.
Apologies if this is more uncomfortable than the ropes.
And he pulls out the chains that he bought the other day.
Grump, if you say one word, I will
I'm sleeping.
snap your neck.
Grump's passed out and sleeping.
Alright, and Druck is gonna, tie up Dax, put the lock on it.
Okay.
Do we have any
Break these
time?
cuffs. You can't break these cuffs.
Any time
Do
for
we have
what?
how much anytime like now or will we have time in the morning? Because I know it's the traveling day is 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
But then, and it's like 8 hours of travel, 8 hours of rest, but it leaves like 8 hours still for like camp time usually, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would that? I don't know if there's like a split between like when that happens in the day.
Whenever.
Okay, because I'm basically using my camp time to keep transferring over what I was doing and just like copying over spells into my spell book.
Okay.
From one spell book into the other one.
Nice.
I'll also teach Druck more potion stuff if he's up for it.
Oh, yes.
All right. You can. I think it's 6 hours of. You need 6 hours of sleep during a long rest, and there's that. You can have 2 hours of downtime, so you can get an extra 2 hours on that.
Perfect.
So
Sweet.
if
That is the official.
is Dax like? Are they by themselves somewhere, just sitting?
They're just like grumpy. You know what I mean? When you haven't gotten, when you're just like tired in the morning and you're just like.
Absolutely. I mean, like before they go to sleep, because like Quoin would have tried to be like, oh hey, and let them know that like a couple of prayers when you're like feeling uneasy. These are the prayers and meditation I use when I am feeling unsteady. No pressure. It is just
Thanks, Quoin.
also thinking of how I can perfect my exercises. My sword. And then like he goes over, starts like just working on exercises with his new sword, and then just gets down to get some sleep.
Okay. Cool.
Before Dax goes to bed, she just kind of like says in her head, she's just like, basically along the lines of, please watch over me, Mom, and then goes to bed. Because she doesn't know, she thinks that her soul's at rest, because Ven didn't tell her.
Okay. Alright. You all sleep through the night. Except for Dax.
Yeah.
You dream of your mother floating in a void of more like shadows. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw during your sleepy sleep.
At disadvantage, I'm assuming?
As a voice says,
Fuck.
As a voice says, I take your memory now.
Damn it, I rolled a nat 20, but it's a 3 on disadvantage.
3. Okay. As you all wake up, you had a wonderful sleep. Dax, you wake up feeling like there's a gnawing in the back of your head, like something's trying to get at your brain. And you think of your mother, you think of the dream, and then every sort of... Every time you think of your mother now, you think of the moon. And only the moon. You know what your mother looks like. You just can't picture them. Every time you think, you just see the moon and its tendrils, those shadowy tendrils, just writhing. We're going to take a break real there for about 5 minutes as everybody kind of wakes up. We're going to take a 5-minute break, 10-minute... Yeah, 5-minute break, that's how long the break is. 5-minute break, everyone can go do their pee-pees and poo-poos, and... It's 10, that's right. And then we'll be back from that. in 10 minutes.
My bomb turned into the moon. That's rough, buddy.
Ah.
So we'll be back here in about 10 to finish the rest of the session. So see you all very soon.
Woo.
All right.
Hello, we're back. So, ooh, my lighting is fucked. 1 second.
Whoa.
But you all sleep through the night. Everyone gets the benefits of a long rest. Grump is again up and with the dawn again, banging pots and pans to wake everybody up. Got no sleep because of y'all. Ain't gonna get no sleep because of me.
Do we have to be up this early, Grump?
Well, yeah, we got important things to do. We have to save Ogden Boone and find the prince.
Is half an orange.
But could we do it later in the day?
It is later in the day. I'll let you guys sleep in.
Really?
No.
It's dawn. I could see the sun still behind the mountains.
The sun doesn't actually pierce through the canopy of the fen.
You suppose dawn comes early on a boat?
Of course it does.
Every day, right around sunup, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
Don't worry, today's going to be full of adventure and we're going to have a really good day.
Alright.
Okay, let's close this tower and get going.
All right.
Or do you have to move all the furniture out when you go to sleep?
Absolutely.
You ever heard of the fabricate spell? You could just make fucking furniture.
You know that requires materials equal to the amount of the thing you're making, right?
I have materials.
Don't remind him of materials.
I'm gonna start casting water walk for all of us while they're packing up furniture.
Nice.
Okay. Grump is playing on his bagpipes and like he's tuning them.
Oh, so it just sounds awful.
How dare you? Bagpipes sound cool as fuck.
But when they're not in tune.
That's how he's dealing with his spells.
Okay.
Tuning his bagpipes. And he's like, okay, those are good. Pulls out his bird pipes and blows on them. Those are good. And pulls out a really long horn and blows on it. Okay, those are good.
Nice.
And then he pulls out one of those death whistles.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He just pulls out all the worst instruments possible.
Love that.
And then a triangle at the end.
Ding! Nice little triangle solo.
Okay, everyone. This is the day that's gonna matter the most.
What makes you say that?
Just a feeling.
Off you go.
Oh, percentile.
I know his seer.
This is 21 for Cathadium.
Yay! That means you get an indefinite symptom because you're now on an indefinite
I
symptom.
got 5. Shit.
So your indefinite symptom until greater restoration happens. Roll me a D100.
14.
As you're waking up from this rest, Kenna, you feel really hot, like flushed. And you all look, and Kenra's like, they look like they're like hot, like they've been basically under direct sunlight.
Like feverish?
Like you've been under direct sun.
Oh, fuck.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. As Kenna is engulfed in a fireball, Kenna, you don't have to make the save.
Don't have to or don't get to?
Kenna doesn't have. Kenna's immune to this one.
Oh boy.
So everybody,
fuck
so
yeah.
everybody has to make a dexterity saving throw equal to Kenna's spell save DC.
Oh boy. Are
Which
we
is
within 10 feet of?
17.
Are we within 10 feet
Yes.
of Quoin?
Yeah. So just
Okay. It's +1.
Yeah.
yeah. Grump's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
DC 17.
Is Druck outside the radius since he's like 30 feet ahead of the group?
You're still in the tower.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
This is-
Okay.
this is when we wake up in the
waking
morning.
up.
Okay, I thought-
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Gnarly.
Natural 24 or 22.
Colonel, would you like to share this orange?
Oh my god!
So.
I'm also going to cast Absorb Elements as well to gain resistance to fire as a reaction.
Okay. All right.
I'm looking for if I have advantage on anything or,
You don't.
or if there's anything because of my shield.
Oh, right.
The shield tactics, yeah.
I believe you essentially get evasion or something, something
Mhm.
similar to that.
If you
Is
make
it
it, you take no
68
damage.
or 8d6 for
It's
damage? Or
8d6.
5d8?
I already rolled it.
8d6. Oh.
Oh no, Dax is vulnerable to all damage.
Oh no!
No,
Yeah.
just to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, it's not all damage. Oh, okay.
All right.
So what is it?
Dexterity save.
No, but I mean, what do we have to be?
Oh yeah, what's kind of spell to save DC?
17.
Oh,
Okay.
Christ.
Ven, what'd you get?
22 with a nat 20.
So you have it down. You have 17, then you have it again because of absorb elements.
Oh, was 17 also the damage?
No, the damage. Oh right, the damage was 24.
Oh, okay. So I have it to 12, and then I have it to 6.
Yeah, so you take 6 fire damage. Quoin, what'd you get on your dex save?
I got 4.
So 24
plus,
fire.
so yeah, no. it's
24
plus
fire
6, yes,
damage.
10. Yeah.
Dax, yours would have been a straight roll because you have advantage on dex saves. You have disadvantage because of your thing because you have advantage on dex saves you can see. So yours is a straight dex save. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. All right, Druck, what'd you get on your dex save?
Druck got a. It's down here. 20.
So 12 fire damage. But then
No
evasion,
fire damage.
So, yeah. And Grump takes 24 fire damage. Actually, hold on. Hold on.
Check
Yep.
to see if it's plugged in.
You might have unplugged it.
Well, she can hear us, but we can't hear her, is the thing.
Oh.
Well, post in chat what you got. Post in the Discord what you got on your dex save.
I got a 14.
Oh, now we.
There you are.
Okay, so.
Okay!
Oh, whoa.
You're
Oh,
super
That
loud
was really
now.
loud. 24 fire damage.
Okay, and I also rolled a 7 for my wisdom save.
Okay. You'd be closest to probably the person who chains you up.
Oh.
So
But you're restrained. You
What?
can't punch anybody because you're in chains, so nothing happens.
do I feel any bad vibes?
No.
Okay.
But for the sake of sanity, can that happen? That'll happen. There's a 35% chance that happens every time at the end of a long rest.
Oh god.
So what you're saying is I have to sleep outside from now on.
I'll put you in my tiny hut.
Thanks,
Does that keep
Grump.
magic from getting out?
Yeah, can't get in or out.
Oh, I thought
But
it was
then
just.
Grump also has to stay in there, so Grump's at risk.
Oh, that's true.
Fuck you then.
Oh, thanks, dude.
But again, for the sake of time, since it might just get monotonous, Dax is unchained. The tower is broken down and put away. Everyone is singed
Alright, let's-
from fire.
I'm
And
real
we're-
sorry, y'all.
That crystal has some horrible effects.
Yeah, but it's like so worth it until
Is
you get
it?
to those effects. Yeah.
That's what I
eyes
said
fell
about
out.
my axe, Kenna.
That is a fair point. Your eyes have fallen out and you just exploded.
But
Then-
if you guys or if I die as a result of this crystal, you can still revive me.
That's not. Yes, Justin.
Never mind.
Okay. True, but imagine if you now cannot sleep within a city for the foreseeable future.
Until I get greater restoration.
Who knows when that will be? That's why I said for the foreseeable future.
When you get 5th level spells?
Yeah. Which is the next level, but still, like, who knows how long it's going to be till we level up.
We don't
know.
I did not do the prank. You know I did not do it.
This is almost
Has
as
that
bad
been
as the
bothering you since we left?
I mean, is that why you just burned me?
No. That was because of this, and I hold up my crystal. Yeah, that one was on me. That was an accident.
Y'all
I
are
didn't mean.
worse than the people I traveled with.
You know what? Everybody's got their own dingleberries, Grump. We just got to deal with them.
Where'd you
in
get
our
that
own
term?
way. I mean, Dax has had dingleberries for a while. I thought it was just a colloquial thing.
Oh.
Fairly standard
Looks
magical term.
looks at Dex.
Yeah.
Your personality reminds me a lot of somebody I used to travel with. Let's go! And starts walking.
You're muted.
Ooh, Grump.
Don't worry about it. You don't know them.
Dax is just like rubbing their temples and just kind of hoping no one saw them try to deck Druck during that.
Well, you were chained up, so no one would have noticed you try to do anything.
You just like.
I also just like that Dax is rubbing their temples.
Yeah. These are your temples.
Hey, okay, she's exhausted.
Dax
okay,
is built
it's fine.
different.
No, Dax is actually a tiny person piloting the Goliath from inside their
There you
nose.
go.
And their head is right up here, so this is how them rubbing their temples.
How do you know it's not a little temple to our Mathman right there, Ven? Different type, okay. One that you haven't burned down yet.
I heard Dax is rubbing their tadpoles, so I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Where did Dax get
Regardless,
tadpoles?
getting back
Up
on
the
track.
nose.
Getting back on track. Are you setting out again for the day?
Yep.
Okay. Anyone getting healed, or are you just gonna walk around with fire pain?
Yeah, who wants good berries?
Me?
I have 120. Alright, so 24 to Grump, 24 to Dax, 24 to Quoin. That's what? 72 down? Have I did that math right?
Yep.
Yeah,
48?
72.
No.
72.
Gotta do some math.
Yeah, Ven only lost 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Ben, do
also
you
the
want-
squishy wizard, so.
Yep.
You want 6? Alright.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Alright. I have 42 left for today.
Nice. As you're all, so do you cast Walk on Water, by the way?
Yes, as a
Okay.
ritual.
So as you're all
It lasts an hour, so I'll have to cast
okay,
it all
so as
day.
you're all walking on the surface of this water, Grump just says, "I used to travel with people who could help us breathe underwater."
I mean, I can also do that. It's just another spell that I would have to prepare.
But then he became a devil.
Like he sold his soul to the devil?
Nope.
Are you saying that you traveled with the Ash Heart?
Nope. I didn't allude to that in any way. By the way, I need everyone to make perception checks.
That's not a D20. 15.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
15.
Only one of you needs to succeed on this to stop the party from getting surprised.
22. With disadvantage.
Okay, 22, 22 is the DC.
Oh, boy. Oh, I couldn't have made that.
Druck, what'd you get?
21.
Okay, Quoin.
15.
Okay.
For perception,
So,
yeah.
Dex, you catch a shift of movement in the water and you can tell the water you're walking through today is a little deeper than it was yesterday. You see movement in the water, and it's big, like maybe 40 feet long, just... And you point it out to everybody else, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Druck catches it just after you see it, and you all watch as this 40-foot long... You see this 40-foot long, 20-foot tall, giant crocodile just burst forth from the muck. And I need everyone to roll initiative. There is no battle map because my Roll20 subscription ran out, so... Yep. Grump's like, holy fuck! Oh, I didn't roll his perception check.
So I have disadvantage on initiative.
Yep, because it's an ability check.
Okay.
So 15 for Quoin, 19 for Druck. Kenna, what'd you get?
Oh.
Dax got a 6. Ven.
19.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty solid roll.
So Druck, 10 feet away, this massive 40-foot long, 20-foot tall crocodile just bursts forth out of the muck. It's 10 feet away. Just...
In what direction?
Directly ahead.
Okay, so everybody else, so it's 40 feet away from everybody else.
Correct.
Cool. Oh gosh, I'm the closest one to it, huh?
Correct. You were the one by themselves. The crocodile went.
Nice. Perfect. I'm just gonna bolt, use my movement to get, like, to just go straight up a tree.
Okay, it's gonna reaction swing its tail at you because it's got 10 feet of reach with that thing.
Okay.
Can't read this new dice I got. 14 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, this massive tail just swings, and it uproots like 3 trees, just and Druck clambers up a tree.
Yeah. And then...
You could just walk right up a tree.
Yeah.
The tree... Yeah, it doesn't... This tree's like 50 feet tall, but I mean...
Yeah. Bonus action, hide.
Okay, up in the branches, so stealth check.
Okay. 31.
You hope this thing doesn't have a passive perception of
natural
31.
20.
You hope it doesn't have a passive perception of 31.
Okay. Cool.
So, okay, bonus action, you hide up in the tree.
Yeah. And then I guess I'm gonna hold my action for after its turn.
Okay. Then you see a crocodile, massive 40-foot long, 20-foot tall crocodile.
Actually, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna fire.
With what?
The Crimson Arc crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
With advantage because you're heading up in the tree.
Yeah, apologies. I'm just gonna roll it, and I'm gonna use one of those charges. 23 to hit.
Hits, so the bolt...
Alright. And yes, I used one of those charges.
Mm-hmm.
So that means...
It needs to make a con save where it's paralyzed. Until the end of its next turn. But roll damage first.
When supercharged,
It just makes a con save to see if it gets paralyzed if it's supercharged. And it would arc out at anything within 10 feet of it. There's nothing within 10 feet of it, so just...
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so here's the damage. And... Alright, so that's a total of 20... 35 damage total.
Okay. It's looking hurt. And then Constitution saving throw to see if it's paralyzed. That is an 18, so it is not paralyzed.
Right. Alright, that ends my turn.
Just looks up from the tree. Sees prey about 40 feet away. And this thing can swim fast. Quoin! This giant crocodile is 40 feet away.
As a bonus action, I'm going
Oh, fuck, I did that damage to Grump.
Yeah.
Crocodile's looking fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up, run 30 feet towards the crocodile. Bonus action, whip sword turns into a whip, then
Okay.
smack that thing. I don't think anyone's within
Nope.
10 feet or anything. So I
Nope.
think it's just a straight roll, right?
Yep.
Which should be fine with the 28.
28 hits as you just lash into this giant crocodile.
Yep. This isn't an
Nope.
undead crocodile.
Nope.
is it?
There's this
Sorry.
big gray scaly crocodile covered in like scars and stained with blood.
Alright, I am
One of its
gonna
eyes is
do-
like gouged out.
I am gonna do the second level smite, divine smite.
So 14 slashing damage initially.
And then
Now the crocodile's looking hurt as it gets lashed with the sword for 16
Another-
smite damage.
so that's I think 30 overall for
Yep.
that first hit.
Yep. It's looking
Yeah.
it's looking bad.
That was 15.
15 does hit.
That was hit. Alright. Slash another 14 damage.
Okay, it's looking real fucking bad.
Also its movement speed is half.
Okay.
Until its next turn. Or until its next turn.
Sure, sounds good.
Slash.
Anything else?
No, that's all for Quoin.
Okay. Grump. Never fought one of these before. That I remember. He's gonna move up 30 feet, so it's 10 feet away. Pull out his sling. For a 24 to hit. For 6 bludgeoning damage. And it hits it in the head, and it just goes still.
Incredible.
Rolled exactly. What do you need? He's like, oh, cool.
You know an encounter is it goes well when you roll a 19 on initiative and it's dead before it gets to your turn.
Speaking of, we're still in an initiative, so Grump's just gonna
Oh,
stand
boy.
there and go, takes out his bagpipes and just goes, and gives inspiration to Kenna.
Sweet.
Kenna, it's your turn. What are you doing? You're still in
Cool.
initiative.
Still an initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what initiative count are we on?
I skipped Ven.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I got a
Yeah.
19. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. This
Pretty
pretty
sure that
sure
beats a 12.
The crocodile's...
It beats a 15 as well.
Yeah, the crocodile's
okay.
miraculously dead.
Okay.
So we'll just... What would Ven have done in his turn with the crocodile still alive?
That actually makes Ven's turn make more sense. Ven was just gonna walk up to Dax and cast Death Ward.
Okay, cool. Okay, Kenna, what are you doing?
I'm going to... What do I want to do now that this thing's dead?
Well, you're still in initiative, so there might be a reason.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that.
True.
Yeah.
The battle music is still playing.
What's happening?
Da, 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 da.
You know what? Actually, hold
Fucking mud.
on. Does anyone have a passive perception of 20 or higher?
Nope.
Druk,
Druck does.
from behind you, the party, another crocodile is swimming up from behind.
Look out!
Okay. How deep is this pool that we're in?
Can't really tell. It's all murky water, and you're standing on the surface. But it could
Okay.
conceal a 40-foot long, 20-foot tall crocodile.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. I'm going to, hearing Druck's alert, I'm going to walk into a shallower area if I can.
You can't really, doesn't really appear like there's a shallow area. It's all murky. You can't see the bottom anywhere.
Okay.
And you're still concentrating on walk on water.
Walk on water is not concentration.
Oh, well, it's still in effect.
Yeah. I'm going to cast. Is everyone within? No, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold an action to throw a produce flame at this thing. No.
All right.
Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Just as soon as it comes up out of the water.
Okay.
Toll the Dead.
You also have inspiration. You can add that on damage. Anyways.
Ooh, it's Valor Bar.
Do you doing anything else? No, it's just a that's just a feature you can do now with.
That's a Tasha's feature.
It's a new feature.
Oh,
for
is it?
for just bards in general now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Healing and damage. Yeah.
Interesting.
That is my turn.
All right, Dax. Ven casts Death Ward on you, so if you get reduced to 0, you get dropped to 1 hit point instead. You're standing there. Druk said, "Look out."
I just turn around and I see this thing.
You don't see it. You just see movement and you just see water with movement in it.
How far away is this water moving?
20 feet. You can't see anything though. You don't know how deep it is under the water either.
Oh yeah.
Druk only spotted because Druk saw movement in the water.
Dax is gonna just slowly move 10 feet closer.
Okay.
Just like tiptoeing on the water.
Okay.
And they're gonna bonus action rage.
Okay, you can't target anything with your thing.
Yeah, they're just like, in case they hit something.
Alright, you're also vulnerable to all damage right now, so raging...
yeah.
So raging it's going to knock out the vulnerability. You take normal damage, you don't have the normal damage, so your vulnerability is going down to normal damage.
Oh, I thought you said before that it just was vulnerable regardless. Oh, okay.
Did I say that? Let me double check what I wrote down. Yeah, it's regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's fine. And then Dax just like tiptoeing and does that. And then can they just like stab at that water with the fancy sword that Quoin gave
you
him?
stab into the water and you stab into the water as your action and don't hit anything. Because it's not within your melee.
Dax is just like looking around like they're just like on edge, like they're just like,
alright.
Fuck.
Seeing that another member of the pack has broken off from the pack, it uses its 50 feet of swimming speed to get closer, and as it breaches near Dax, it's going to make 2 attacks on Dax. Basically, so if you're vulnerable, just so you know, it is considered a crit.
Toll the Dead goes off.
Because vulnerability doubles all damage, so it's basically a crit.
Oh, right.
Okay, so Toll the Dead. Wisdom save.
What is Grump's Bardic Inspiration die? I also need to double check if you can do that on spells and it's not just melee attacks. I don't remember.
I actually just looked. So it's the one from Tasha's is spells. The Valor Bard one is melee weapons.
A D8. So you can add a D8 on top of your Toll the Dead. So wisdom save for this thing.
At disadvantage.
Right. Because you're casting it through the crystal as a focus.
Yeah.
That's a 2 minus 4.
Cool. That does not beat my 17.
No.
He takes, that's so much damage. 17 necrotic damage from a cantrip.
It's gonna make 2 attacks against Dax, and if they hit because of vulnerability, double damage. So this crocodile just breaches and goes for a bite attack on Dax.
When it's in the air, Dax just like,
Actually, you know what? It's gonna go for a tail attack first. Just big tail comes swinging. I know it's a crocodile. Bite first. Because it was hidden from you, it's technically 14 to hit with the bite.
No.
Okay, and then the tail comes swinging. For a dirty 20 to hit with the tail.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is bludgeoning.
Yep. So you
Yeah.
take. I already doubled it. Oh wait, no, it's vulnerability. Sorry, it's not a crit because you just double it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. I'll do that again. I didn't do it right. You take 34 bludgeoning damage.
Is that already doubled?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I need a strength saving throw, which is which is a straight roll because you're raging.
16.
You just succeed in not being knocked prone in the water. Well, you would be knocked. Yeah. All right. Back to the top, Druck. You see the thing just into Dax.
That's not good.
It'd be 50 feet away.
Cool. I guess sharpshooter, steady aim.
Okay. I assume you're not going to use a charge because Dax is within 10. Is right within 10 melee of it.
Correct, sir. A 15 or an 11 doesn't hit, does
Nope.
it? Yeah. That's probably a 60. Whatever. Anyway,
Yep.
that's my turn.
Okay. Ven. Dax is 10 feet behind you with the crocodile hanging out.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. How you doing, Dax?
Oh, Dax.
We're over half.
Dax, wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck, yeah. At a flat roll.
No disadvantage.
Nope. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. How about a 12, which is not fine? Who am I punching?
You have a weapon out, so you're not punching anybody.
Oh, I thought you said if it was if it was weapon out, it will always default
Nah.
to unarmed.
Nah.
Oh.
That doesn't make
Would it
sense.
technically
doesn't
be
make-
the alligator?
That doesn't make sense for the entity that's controlling Dax temporarily.
Okay, that's why I was when you said it earlier. That's why I was confused. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it always defaults to unarmed.
With random creature within 30 feet.
Feet.
So you move towards that creature too. So
The alligator would be closer. I mean,
no,
crocodile.
it's within random creature within 30 feet. So crocodile,
Oh.
Kenna, Ven. So
If you hit me,
oh,
you at
Quoin is
least don't leave its reach.
Quoin is within 30 feet too, because Quoin's whipping the other one. So roll a d4. We'll say one is crocodile, 2 is Ven, 3 is Kenna, 4 is Quoin.
The
Is
dice
one?
tell a story. That's all I'm saying.
One is
And the dice
one
say
is
it's.
crocodile, 2 is Ven, 3 is Kenna, 4 is Quoin.
Why are you hitting on me?
Okay,
So,
Just because we had one dance.
So you step away from the crocodile. It
Oh,
does,
yeah,
it
that's
does
gonna-
get an
yep.
attack of opportunity. It's going to go for a bite.
Yep.
okay.
That's a 11 to hit. 9, 10, 11.
That
Yeah.
doesn't hit.
3 plus 8. Fuck. So, and you walk up to Kenna. Make a reckless attack against Kenna. No, wait, you can't do reckless. It's not your turn. Make an attack with your longsword on Kenna.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nope, flat roll, I'm raging.
No disadvantage. Raging doesn't give you advantage on attacks. It's only if you're going reckless.
That's the reckless, yeah.
So
Okay.
disadvantage on your attack.
Disadvantage is a 10.
Misses.
Does anything weird happen in Dax's mind during this?
You just temporarily go blank.
Okay.
Do we,
So it's just like blackout, and then a second later, just finds themselves just like on the follow through of a swing, looking
Yeah.
down at Kenna.
yeah, do we know?
And it's just
notice?
like done a backstep.
You all see that happen, so yeah, everybody notices.
Wait, can I do a perception check? To see
Not on your turn, you can. Perception checks
Oh,
considered an
that's
action,
my
yeah.
turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perception
Alright.
checks are considered an action. Alright. Okay, Ven, now it's your turn.
Okay. I'm the closest to this thing now, and I don't want to be. So I am going to move back on the other side of Kenna and Dax.
You would have been 20 feet away from it. It already didn't attack of opportunity. Anyway, it can't reach anyway, so yeah, you...
Yep. And then I am going to ready to cast the spell Resilient Sphere on Dax.
Okay, Quoin.
For now multiple reasons.
Any bonus actions for you, Ven?
Nope.
Alright, Quoin.
How far away from this?
You'd be 30 feet.
I'm gonna get right up in its face then. Travel 30 feet. Use bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to attack it. Attack. How does a 19 do?
19 hits.
To roll my regular damage, which is going to be a mere 11. I'm going to cast a regular smite on it, a level 1 smite.
Alright.
I'm going to add my... So that's another 11.
Okay.
And plus there's mark dice, which is 4, so that's 26.
Alright, it's looking to hurt.
Damage, and I'm gonna swing again at it.
Okay.
Has a 15
hits.
Nice. I'm gonna do the damage. So that's 13 more damage.
Okay.
Plus the Hunter's Mark damage. 2, so that's 15 damage total. And it's 10 feet off of its movement.
Alrighty. Grump. You smell like shit! Fails its wisdom save.
Grump gonna get the next kill.
And that's 5 psychic damage from Vicious Mockery. And now it has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Nice.
It just seems confused, like thrashing about. It seems confused. Kenna, you see Dax approach, swing their longsword. You can see their eyes go completely black when they do it. And then
I
it
just
fades.
Dax, what the fuck? And I cast Toll the Dead on the crocodile again.
Alright. You no longer have the inspiration dice.
Sad.
That is a 12 minus 4.
That fails. 2d12 now.
Yep.
That's 13 more necrotic damage.
Oh. Alright, it's looking real bad. It's just like...
Like, action.
Anything else?
I don't think I have very much in the way of bonus actions.
I don't think you do either.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a step back away from Dax.
Okay.
Kind of like circle the crocodile 30 feet and step away from Dax.
Okay. Dax, your turn.
So I am not in the resilient sphere.
Nope.
No, it's readied and pointed at you, ready to go, but so far has not been cast.
Dax just like rubs the bridge of their nose.
There you go.
And just kind of shakes their head. And it just kind of looks at Kenna, just like, sorry, Kenna. And they look towards the alligator. Alligator.
Crocodile. Got a pointy snout.
And it's looking hurt-ish.
It's looking pretty hurt.
Actually, just like, fuck this. Fuck Ubalike, fuck everybody in this position, and they're just pissed off. They're irritated. They're running over to it, and they're fuck it. They're just going over there with the longsword and just trying to stab at it with 2 hands.
Okay, disadvantage.
Reckless to me.
12.
Tink, bounces off the scaly hide. You got one more.
if I... Fuck it, we're going reckless.
Okay, so it's a straight roll.
Straight roll. There we go! 26 hit.
Hits. So two-handed longsword damage, which is the D10.
Which will be 9 damage plus
Your rage
or
bonus.
my rage is
which is
2,
two.
so 11.
How does Dax kill this
damage.
giant crocodile?
With pure rage and spite and irritability, it goes right through the snout as deep as it can and then pulls it forward like to split the nose in half.
Okay, it's dead.
Jeez.
And Dax just muttering under their breath like, fuck you and your stupid brain and the stupid axe. And they're just like rubbing the sides of their head. They're just like,
Okay.
ugh.
The anger quickly turns into... It's not your emotion you're feeling. You're feeling like another emotion in there, like someone else's. And it feels like just pure ecstasy. Like you can feel somebody else's emotions in your head.
I'm gonna approach Dax and start putting a hand on their shoulder. Just like, Dax, are you alright?
No, Kenna, I almost hit you. I almost hit Druck earlier, but I didn't because I was restrained. That stupid alligator came out of fucking nowhere.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Alligators have more pointed snouts.
Alligators have more rounded snouts.
Am I? Damn it.
You're conflicting, Justin. You just switched it. You just said the exact opposite of what you said.
No, I said crocodiles have
minutes
pointed
ago.
snouts.
Yeah.
Alligators have rounded snouts. Crocodiles have pointed snouts. This was a crocodile.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's the great state of Florida.
Yeah.
Who cares? No one likes Florida. Anyways.
That is true.
Just like no one likes Bakersfield. Oh. Sam, that was specifically a joke. Never mind.
You hear a voice.
I'm not from here.
Dax, you hear a voice. Dax, you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "The bag cannot contain me.
It's not in the bag.
Split it."
Dax?
Oh, yeah, it's not in the bag.
Oh wait, but we
in
did
the
move it.
chest.
We did move it. We did move it out of line of sight from Dax though, so they don't. They were not in the room when we switched it, so they don't necessarily know where it is.
True. So,
But
this
the
thing,
axe would know.
the axe thing would know. The axe would know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because is it?
Oh,
okay.
it's sentient.
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
I'm
It
gonna,
doesn't, it doesn't say anything.
I'm just gonna like touch Dax's shoulder to kind of like ground them. Hey, Dax, it's all right. The fight's over.
You can already see like massive parasitic insects starting to feast on the crocodiles within seconds of them being dead. Like worms start like coming up out of the muck and just like start like massive lampreys start like feasting on like the blood, and like large insects start like landing on them and eating. Like it looks like underneath the water surface is just teeming with so many parasites that as soon as something dies, the parasites just come up from the surface and just start eating.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, but I wonder if that axe would have eaten the brain of the alligator.
No, because it
Yeah, that'd be
specifically said
humanoid.
humanoids.
The
No,
more
but
you
that
think
Dax
about-
is just like,
The more you think about it, the more you're gonna draw its attention. Get it out of your head.
I think it's a little too late for that, Kenna.
Let's keep moving. Dax.
I'm gonna pull Dax back to the party.
Dax, do you want restraints? I saw what happened.
No, I'll be fine. I won't get hit, and then it won't be a problem. It won't be a problem.
It's already a problem. It's a matter of whether it stays being a problem.
If I'm already tired, Druck. You saw me. I could barely hit that thing. I could barely hit Kenna. And Kenna, I do apologize for that. I don't even know what happened. One moment I was by that, and then I was by you.
As long as we don't have a repeat of what happened a few days ago.
I mean, well, at least my hand just comes off this time.
Grump looks at you with just not a nice expression. You shouldn't talk about that like that. Don't make light of the situation.
Like I said, Grump, we've seen a lot of death.
He shows that he has a prosthetic limb as well. Well, just yeah.
He wasn't talking about the death.
Try not to make light of, that kind of stuff.
So we should keep moving. I do not like the look of these things.
Grump picks up one of the parasites and goes, "Oh, I know what this is," and puts it in his bag. Rot grubs.
What?
Delicious. Let's keep moving.
I'm gonna cast another guidance on Druck and then start walking.
Okay. The next few days are relatively quiet. You feel like you've dealt with the most territorial creatures of this region. So the next couple of days are relatively quiet. And to get us to a good ending point. 3 days pass of just nightmarishly trudging through these fens and this wet land. The wetlands don't let up ever. In this region, it's continuously just muck and grime and slop, and if you're into that kind of stuff, you're having a heyday. If you're not into that kind of stuff, you're not having a good time. But eventually, on the 12th of the month, so 3 days later, pushing through these tree-sized tangles of thorns, you come to where the cluster is the thickest. The region has become eerily silent, not even the sound of buzzing insects like you've heard this entire time. And the wetlands have turned more muddy again and not deep, so every step you take, you just hear a squelch beneath your feet, and you can see more of those large, grotesque mosquitoes. However, these ones are only the size of ravens. And in this region, those mosquitoes seem to be the only living things in this region, like where you are currently. Now, as you get closer to this cluster of thorns, you notice these thorn-riddled vines are easily as long as the tallest spires and towers you've seen in your travels. So, like, some of the towers in, like, an Undeal city, like, 80 feet high, 120 feet high, even taller. Their thorns are that big in height, and their width would take up numerous city blocks. You're all basically gnats in comparison to them, and they kind of move to see if slightly as if they're alive. And Grump kind of turns to Ven and goes, I assume you're proficient in Arcana. You know your magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the book, it says a certain phrase can bypass it. One just needs to put their hand on the thorns and speak this phrase to open the door. But they need to be well-trained in Arcana. I assume you're good at that?
Barely.
Okay, because our lives rest in your hands, apparently.
Oh boy.
And he's going to hand you...
I'm going to cast guidance on Ben.
He's going to hand you a note with the phrase on it, and I'm going to send it to you on Discord.
Okay.
As he shows you the note.
Yeah, you say it, and Justin's like, you spoke it incorrectly.
Nah.
You die.
And it's the same language that you've seen in the Stasis City and in the one book you found in the Warden's place.
Okay. You said this is a couple days later, right?
Yeah.
So we've had a long rest. Okay.
You would have had
several long rests.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
had 3, which means there would have been 3 checks to see if Kenna explodes in fire.
Oh shoot. I don't need to do percentages for sickness though, right?
No, because you're already at an indefinite symptom.
There it is. 68.
Okay. No explosion.
86.
No explosion.
No.
67.
No explosion.
Uh,
But yeah, you guys were.
Alright.
So that would have been an extra.
This is one of the better ones, guys.
6 hours on top of teaching drug potion stuff. You'd get another 6 hours. 'Cause you could dedicate 2 hours each night to that.
Is that okay? And that would, how much I get on my
6 hours.
spell?
Yeah.
Spell, okay. Okay.
So everyone can
Alright.
take a long rest.
Yeah.
We're definitely past the 5 days now of axe time.
So, all right. I think what I'm gonna do is when he hands me that, I'm gonna take 10 minutes. I'm gonna cast comprehend languages just to make sure I've got all this.
Like the context.
Yeah.
Okay, it translates to "I mean no harm."
Okay. All right. And then I will ask for guidance again because that minute passed.
Guidance.
And then I will say, like, gently and like as if I genuinely mean I mean no harm. I place my hand on it and I say, "Uvar Belas Karun."
Okay. There's no check for this. You just need somebody with proficiency in Arcana
okay.
to do it. So you do it, and you can feel this very warm sensation running through your hand and up your arm, and like into your heart. But it's not like an uncomfortable, painful situation. It just feels like, whoa, that's new. And the thorns all retract and pull back and reveal a doorway descending downwards.
Well, I think I found the way in.
All right. Guess we go down, down, down into the mines.
I do not like this.
But it's a city, apparently.
Down into the city.
I do not like it more. It's underground. Not happy.
Do you want a
All
fish?
right.
Do you want some fish to comfort you, Druck?
would you like a fish in this trying time?
He pulls out. He reaches into his bag of holding and pulls out a herring.
A fish, a fish.
The
my
herring's a
kingdom
little
for
like
fish.
stinky because it's just been hanging out in his bag of holding, but it's not spoiled or anything.
You know, Grump, I think you get me. I will take your fish.
Okay.
Thank you.
It might have some of the residue on it. Okay. Entering the tunnel one by one, you're met with slightly moist ground in part due to the wetlands of this region, and you can see moisture running down the walls of this earthy tunnel, making it a little muddy. There are 6 pairs of humanoid tracks heading forward, though. Most resemble boots, and one resembles owl-like feet, like a 5-foot tall, 6-foot tall owl-like humanoid was walking through here as well. You can also see tracks that look like an elephant's, but humanoid-sized. Basically, your party from the one shot. After a few moments, you can hear that large vine behind you coiling again as it covers the entrance, plunging the chamber into darkness. Do you keep proceeding? Into the darkness.
I'm gonna
No, we
cast
turn
Dark
back.
Vision on Dax.
Cool. Okay. Dax, you can see in the dark now.
For 8 hours.
Yeah. A few minutes of walking later, you see a reddish-orange flickering on the walls, like flames. You can also feel an intense prickling heat coming from around a corner in the tunnel. But there's light. Just
Hold on. Let me go ahead.
Guidance.
okay.
I'm
Druck,
just gonna
you
sneak around
okay.
the corner.
you
Just
sneak.
try to see what's making all the
Okay.
heat and
You peek around the
light.
corner, and to the right of where this tunnel curves is a small alcove where clearly someone had been living, like camping out. Like there's a little campsite set up, like a bedroll and like a shitty tent. And you can see footprints from this campsite heading down towards the tunnel in the direction you're headed. The glow, you just keep seeing the glow down the tunnel. No source yet.
All right, Druckle like go behind, like look back behind him and tell everyone they can move up forward, and then
Okay.
keep moving.
As you all push forward, you all pass by the campsite, and you can see someone was definitely sleeping here recently, and it lines up with what Grump told you that someone stayed behind and whatever. As you continue, this reddish orange light persists, brightening up the area slightly more, and you can feel the heat get a little more intense, but not like I'm gonna die. Just a little more intense, and you can feel sweat forming in places. And as you all round one final corner, you collectively, hopefully, see the most impressive sight in your collective existence. What you see is a massive lake of lava that seems to span for miles upon miles in all directions, and is the source of that prickling heat. However, that's not the impressive sight, at least to Grump, at least. A long bridge about 300 feet in length, made of what appears to be crackling purple arcane energy, extends from the opening where you all find yourselves and stretches towards a colossal city that also stretches for miles in either direction and sits suspended over the lake of lava. The city is surrounded in a dome of the same color energy that makes up the bridge, and it is easily the biggest city any of you have ever seen. The architecture is also like nothing you've ever seen. The buildings appear to be made from the same sort of crystalline material as the potent magical crystal that Kenna has had in their possession. But these crystalline buildings are an array of brilliant colors, and don't resemble buildings any of you have seen before, as each of these structures are a series of impossible shapes that you don't even have a name for. Impossible is just the best way to describe them. There's no doubt in your mind that this city is the home for powerful lost magic, and it's almost hard, impossible, to take it all in. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Cool.
So excited.
Yeah. Big old mile-wide city suspended over a lake of lava. Floating over a lake of lava.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't have lava walk as a spell.
I mean, water rock works on lava. You just take a bunch of damage.
I mean,
It's a lot of damage.
It does specify
if
water.
ice
I
is a
think.
rock, then water is technically lava.
No, water's lava's molten rock.
Nope.
Anyways.
Nick Green said ice was a rock.
Okay. We'll be back here next week to delve into this ancient magical city, and things are gonna be just fine.
Uh-huh.
But thanks for joining us, everybody. We're gonna be back next week with a delve into another magical city, but this one is the origin of all magic in my setting, so this is gonna be fun.
40-foot lava croc.
Cool.
Oh, shit.